Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, you know the deal. We back again. Yo. A round of applause for Jersey's finest. A lot of content creators not worthy, but they minus. They get offended and start singing like the whiners. Talking like they tough, but it's only screaming and whining. My homie JusDueBoxing is the cat you don't come to. Your squad get run through. By the time you come to, you duck food. You suckers talk tough on the internet, revealing all your threats. Now we got you trapped in the net. JusDueBoxing be on this grind, y'all better hustle up. You deadlifted 90 pounds, we doing muscle ups. There's really no comparison. His voice sound like a derringer. Throwing a towel, it's just embarrassing. My dog just very philosophical and psychological, and he mixed it all with good boxing news. These YouTubers feel like Bishop, I guess they got the juice, but it's lonely at the top to just to feel like child abuse. Be respectful, he don't wanna talk wild and loose. If you can't relate, you get dismissed like a mild dispute. These weird cats will tell lies that they hide the truth. Why beyond views? You lose your life when you collide with dude. It's JusDueBoxing. All you cowards quit jocking. Kirk is official with no other options. Yeah, yo. You know the deal. Judah Ben, we in the spot. JusDueBoxing, yeah. And of course, shout out to Mrs. Do, holding the whole family down. Word 'em up, word 'em up.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. We are back. We back on this good Friday, man. The build on this good boxing and give it its just due, how we always do. And you already know. Catch this on the playback. Make sure you sub to the channel, smash the like button, and turn your notifications on. And come build with the family. Come say what up to the people. How y'all feeling today? We are back. We had to talk about this, man. We had to talk about King Rye, and his attorneys releasing a statement about his test coming back for contamination, man. We're gonna get into it, man. And I don't know if y'all caught it. But Ryan Garcia called out Vergil Ortiz on Twitter as well. And Vergil Ortiz pretty much accepted it. He contacted, not only Turkey Al-Sheikh, but Oscar as well to make the fight. Now, I'm an optimistic guy, but I don't know how much of me really believes that he really about to go in there and fight Vergil. I would be thoroughly impressed if he found his way in the ring with Vergil Ortiz. I think that would be crazy. But we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to build on it, man. Got to talk about it. And Ryan and Dev got back into it on Twitter, man. Ryan moving like he untouchable out here, y'all. Moving around like he untouchable. Feeling good. Feel like his name is cleared. I got some information about that situation as well. Let me say what's up to the family. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. Let's build, let's rock out, let's cook, let's do all that stuff, Ace, what's good with the family? Miss Joette, peace and blessings. Queen, happy Friday. Trey Skills, my guy. Opulent LDTV, what's good, family? How you feeling? BJ33 in the building. What's good with it? Rome in the building. What's good, family? How y'all feeling? Salute to the channel members. Man, much love to y'all on this good, nice Friday afternoon. You know, we got to talk about Ryan, man. Look, all I've been doing since this situation came about is just presenting the information as they give it to us. And, you know, once the information is out, I can't argue its validity if it's coming from the right source. In this case, you know, we see what his attorney is on. You know, he released a statement, and they're only doing what they're supposed to be doing, being his representation is you know, doing their due diligence to get his name right and you know, make their case. You know what I mean? And hopefully that's what's taking place. But I you know, I got a little inside scoop on the situation, so I'm interested to see if it plays out similar to what I'm hearing. But I don't know. I mean, right now it's looking like it might be looking better for Ryan Garcia, at least at the moment. You know what I'm saying? But you never know how these things shape out in the end. So all you could do is present the information as it release, make of it what you will, process it, digest it, assess it, break it down, whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? But he's hey, funny. Hey, you full of shit. Ryan would get his ass beat. He calls out everyone now. Yeah, he do. He call out everybody, man. Vergil Ortiz is a stretch, but we're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about it all. I mean, can't ignore the obvious, the elephant in the room with his test coming out. You know what I'm saying? Bole, what it do, family? How you feeling, bro? So Ryan just called Dave Benavidez, Anthony Joshua. You know it. But this time, you know, the thing is with this one, Bole, he actually tagged the right people. And he actually brought it up to Oscar and Turkey Al-Sheikh as if he's serious. And then he got Vergil Ortiz to jump in the mix. And Vergil Ortiz told him, I see you August 3rd. He like, man, don't let me down. I see you August 3rd. Because they say he want to step in for the injured Tszyu. Get what I'm saying? Said Trey like the Just Haney fans pissed today. I know they hot like fire. I see them. I see the brigade. But look, check this out. Brian gets suspended. Just absolutely he is wrong because it's a zero tolerance for contamination or PEDs of any sort being in your system. So that's understandable and that's fair. You know, intentionally or not, even if it's unintentional and not knowingly, he still deserve. You know, when you suspend him, you just holding him accountable for what he put in his body, and maybe he'll make a better decision next time or go the extra step to making sure the stuff he putting in his body is on the up and up. But for sure, Rome, a suspension is on the way. More than likely, I'm hearing. Bill Capri, what it do, family? How you feeling, man? It's a beautiful Friday. Joshua Cabrera, what's good with it? Versus Zepeda, July 6th. Let's see it, man. Let's see it. That's a fight. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good fight. B-Dog, what it do, bro? It probably won't be a long suspension, I think. Lonnie Lee, JBT family, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? He intended that shit like a mug. Yeah, but look, check this out. So, let me pull it up. Let me pull up the actual factuals. You know, this is where we at with it. This is where we at with it. But yeah, in terms of the suspension, like I said, yo, what I'm hearing about it is his suspension might be anywhere from 60 to 120 days. 60 to 120 days. I'm actually hearing that for the most part, his name is cleared. What I'm hearing, but he's still gonna serve a suspension. But I think what was looking like it's about to happen, what it looked like to me that's taking shape is he's about to be able to present a case that proves this situation is consistent with contamination. But that still doesn't completely remove him off the hook in terms of like, you know, discipline, right? Still gonna get some type of suspension, and rightfully so, because you know it was in your system. So you gotta kind of pay the penalty for that. But I think the difference is, you know, a slap on the wrist and then a long-term suspension. And that, like from what I'm hearing, salute to the fax machine. From what I'm hearing, is not going to be a real long one. Like I said, it could be anywhere from 60 to 120 days. It was from what I'm hearing, and like it's pretty much his name is what it is. Like it's looking like they're proving that it's consistent with contamination and not somebody that's juicing or doping. But at the same time, they got a zero tolerance policy when it comes to PEDs of any kind. Contamination, it doesn't matter. You're still going to get, penalized for it. But as you should, though, just to hold you accountable. And that keeps fighters honest, and it'll make you go the extra mile the next time. Because he is fortunate enough to have the finances to be able to, get his supplements tested before use and things like that. So maybe it at the end of the day, it could be a learning experience for him. You get what I'm saying? Showtime, the guy. What's good with the family? How you feeling? Jordan Smith, my guy. What's good with Kevin Epps in the building? It's only a New York suspension. Yeah, man, he gonna get it. They got a zero tolerance New York State Athletic Commission, so he gonna face that penalty, and then that's just gonna be what it is. But it looks like it's gonna be more of a slap on the wrist type deal, because it's a bit, like I said, it's a big difference in somebody that was juicing or doping and somebody that took some supplements that was consistent with contamination. So Boxing Scene just posted an article where they contacted VACATE and they stated the supplements test is basically inadmissible. Well, we'll see, man. I mean, look, I seen that too. Somebody said something about what VACATE said, but all I can say is, like, who am I to argue that, bro? I'm not gonna argue that. I seen the Boxing Scene article as well, but for me, I think I focused on the thing that got everybody in an uproar, kind of, which is them claiming contamination. So, I mean, his attorney put out a statement saying that, this shit is looking like contamination, but we gonna find out, I guess, when it's all said and done. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like his name being cleared, though, in terms of him not knowingly doing this is better for boxing. I said this all along because it was a black cloud lingering over the fight the entire time because of this whole PED situation. So the fact that it could be any case presented and proven that it wasn't something intentional and it was contamination, I think that's better for boxing. That's better for boxing as a whole. You get what I'm saying? Because if you're being sensible and not emotional about it, you can honestly say that's not a dude that intended to dope or misuse, any supplements, anything like that. So, and then it's also good for Devin Haney, who's a clean fighter, who does everything right, very disciplined guy, clean guy, hardworking dude, does everything the right way. You get what I'm saying in terms of following the rules, right? So, it's good for him knowing that, maybe a part of him could put his mind at ease knowing that he just really wasn't in there juice to the gills as people thought he was. You know what I'm saying? BX23, I see the video Milsick did. Bill Smith and Coco. Yeah, nah, I ain't see it. Don't mess with Texas was good with it. He ain't fighting in New York no time soon. Anyway, absolutely not, Kev. Absolutely not. I use the supplement. Why would it be sealed? Yeah, right. That's a good point. Mike, what's good with the family? How you feeling, bro? Suspension in New York would be honored in every state. The standard practice for athletic commissions. Yeah, he gonna face a suspension for sure. He gonna for sure face a suspension. Ain't no way around that. You get what I'm saying? Salute to my bro, Mike Mazak, and the Cash App. Always supporting the grind. Much love to you.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
So yeah, so that's pretty much that's pretty much what I'm getting from all of this. So I don't know. I know a lot of people feel differently. They saying that they lying, they putting out false information. All I could do is go off what's being put out there. If his representation is putting out statements saying that they, in fact, these supplements were tested and they lying, I mean, I guess that'll look bad on them. So we're gonna find out, though. I tell you that. We will find out. I gotta be better as fighters. Ain't no more cherry picks at this point for either. Shit, I think respectfully, neither one of them was a cherry pick when it came to each other. But people looked at it like it was something less than a respectable fight. Now we come to find out that shit is a little bit different. DHP got to hold that L. They might just have to, bro. Fate was good with it, bro. Ortiz stops Ryan. Absolutely does. So does they keep the L in your opinion or what? For me, Opulent, if it's contamination, yeah, he definitely got to keep the L for me. If it's not contamination, no contest it up and find the hell out of Ryan and suspend the hell out of him for me. You get what I'm saying? I've always been consistent. It's simple. But like I said, from what I'm gathering, what I gauge, and I see, listen, I see a lot of different stuff. I don't comment on nothing because I don't do no channel beef and everybody's opinion is theirs as long as they know I got mine. But pretty much from what I see, I see, you know, I see people speaking about his name being cleared. I see people saying that it's not true. But the people that I hear saying it's not true or see saying it's not true are kind of compromised to a certain degree. So they're going to say that anyway. But the person that's behind scenes that don't have a dog in the race, that's always giving me valid information, and I keep telling y'all this dude don't never steer me wrong, is letting me know that, yeah, he might be, in fact, he is getting suspended. And they asked for the minimum of 60 days or something like that. You get what I'm saying? And people was like, you know, yeah, I heard somebody trying to make a case earlier that means they're admitting to guilt. No, that's admitting, that's holding themselves accountable. There's no way around it. You know you're going to face some type of penalty, but if you're going to face a penalty, why not get the least penalty possible? You know what I'm saying? The lightest penalty possible, which would be the 60 days, a slap, something like a slap on the wrist almost. You get what I'm saying? So we're going to see. Lons, what it do, family? Aisha, peace and blessings. Queen, how you feeling today? Aaron, what's good? What he said, Devin not a clean fighter. I think he is. Until somebody could show me that, a test that pop dirty for something that's on the banned substance list, I gotta call it what it is. I can't put a jacket on a young man. I feel like he do it right. The only thing the gripe you could have with him, if any, is the blowing up after the weight. But you know, that's subjective. So Raymar said, question: where are you getting this information from? From the fax machine, man. So you can either take it for what it is, or you could not take it for what it is. You could believe it or not, but for the people that's really here, which is most of y'all be here all the time, y'all know I don't tell you nothing wrong and I don't tell you no lies. So he gonna be getting suspended, but from what it looked like right now, it ain't gonna be the steepest penalty at all. So you know what I mean, 60 to 120 days is what I'm hearing, but his team, you know, they're asking for a 60-day suspension. They ain't no different than the hair follicles. These not the process in which they go through. John Wick was good with it. Yeah, compromise like hell, bro. And like so, as a lot of stuff, I just got to tune out. For me, I don't pick a side. That's why I say, like, when people come in here with their energy, I don't understand it, because unlike most people, or I'm not gonna say most, or several people that speak this, they gonna take a side. I'm not taking a side. I only present what's out there and what I know. You get what I'm saying? And then let people digest it how you want. So for me, I don't, you know, I'm not stating a case that he's innocent, but from what I'm hearing, and you know, I got my own assessment of everything that's going on. It's starting to seem like it's some contamination involved. I mean, that's what it seemed like to me. People keep talking all this other stuff. I mean, that shit, a lot of that stuff is speculation. What look like is headed to in that direction is this man possibly getting suspended for a light suspension and being able to resume his career. And Devin Haney having to maintain the L on his resume. Lawyers could just put out bad information. These testing facilities could just publish false test results with no consequence. B-Dog, talk to him. Cornelius, what's good with the family? Take on all that. Not going to matter anyway. Yeah. It'd be a little vacate for him. It is. Something to say. I think all you guys need to wait for different to say, let's wait for the just due process. Man, I'm going to say this again. Raymar, I ain't no other YouTube channel. I'm Just Do. I'm one of one. For better or for worse on here. I'm nothing like not one other YouTube channel that you're going to go to. I just sat here and said, you know, like the difference between me and you, somebody would have probably blocked you or something like that. I'm going to converse with you and build with you. My job is to present the information that's out there and let y'all form your own opinions. It's not for me to tell you how to think, but I I ain't make no judgment. We simply talking about what they put out there, what his attorneys put out there. So it ain't a matter of me not waiting for due process. I'm only presenting the information as it's presented. And, you know, I think making a logical assessment after that. So I ain't nothing. I hate that. Don't clump me in there with these other people. Like, I respect everybody, but I'm one of one. But for better or for worse, ain't nobody on this damn space like me. And I don't care how that sounds. I'm me and they them. I have never. I got almost 1,000 videos. I have never clickbaited a day in my life, and I don't do it. So, and I don't fanboy, and I don't spread misinformation. So, you just got to take people for what it is. My my track record speak for itself. Mr. Empire, what it do, family? It was contamination, shouldn't it be NC and no suspension, no contact. No, the reason for it being a suspension, Bole, would be because they have a zero tolerance policy of whether it's contamination of any kind. They don't care. They treat it like it was in your system and it was on the banned substance list. So you have to face some type of penalty for that alone. So for me, that logically tells me they're just holding them accountable. But like I said, if it's consistent with contamination, then he doesn't face the steepest penalty. And it's like a little vacation anyway, because he would have took some months off before he fought again anyway. So it's not like he really missing no significant time. You get what I'm saying? Mr. Empire, what it do? He gonna get 2 years. If he get 2 years, then I think I would feel like then it can't be contamination, because that would be like that's the time frame you'll give somebody if they guilty, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? If they did it. Plug Cap was good with body tested supplements and pictures. Another article. Salute to you. Salute to Plug Cap. Tate was good with it, fam. My only question around independent PEDs. Why was the conditioning so bad? It's a great question, bro. Kirk Jones, what it do, fam? How you feeling? Yeah, I mean, it's real questions. That's why I say when y'all come here, it's just an honest conversation. You don't gotta come here being emotional. You don't gotta come here thinking I'm trying to sway your opinion. If you got something to add to the conversation, just do it. For me, I'm different. Everybody else want to argue and think they got all the answers and they got it figured out. I don't do that. I let people come here. If you want to add something to the conversation, feel free. But I ain't into the trying to go out of my way to prove one or two people that my information is valid. You'll just see it play out, just like it always do. Just like it always do. So we're going to see. Got it this way, people. Plus, pretty sure Ryan took more than 2 supplements. Might funny he sent right to that was contaminated. I mean, look, when it comes to all that, like it's just like that's up for them to decide, right? Like if he didn't send the proper supplements, all like again, all that stuff, you could put all that on the table. It's just a conversation. You could say all of that, but for me, that's gonna be up for them to determine if he, you know what I mean, sent the right supplements or not. So I don't know. I'm just gonna sit here and let the information come out as I've been doing, right? I ain't formed no predetermined outcome, but I've been very consistent on what I've been saying. And look, man, this situation ain't done just yet. You know what I mean? Say they got a rematch. The question is, does Haney really want a rematch? Do he want to do business with a guy that he feels like cheated? You know, that's the real question. That's the ultimate question when it's all said and done. I know everybody like, yeah, you should want your get back, but he got to want that. He got to want it for himself. Stuff is everywhere about ban both of them fighters for wasting everybody's time. Now, did Vada come out with a statement? Somebody just mentioned earlier, Vada said something about not testing the supplements, but I don't understand. What I don't get is if they're saying that, then why is his attorney putting out a statement saying, you know, the supplements were tested and it was consistent with contamination? So they got a bit. I mean, at the end of the day, I think people just be mad because they feel like, yeah, I don't know. It's like either you want you. This is how I look at it. You got people that want them to be guilty because they just for their own selfish reasons. Maybe it makes them sleep better at night knowing that their fighter got cheated and that's why he lost. And then you got people that just want the truth. If you win here, I'm assuming you want the truth because that's all I'm going to try to give you is the absolute truth to my best ability. So that's just what it boiled down to. You got people that want them to be guilty for whatever reason, you know what I mean? And you got some people like salute to the OG. I was listening to Fanon Cook, and he was saying that you got people that's like, man, it was in the system. He guilty. I ain't trying to hear nothing. That's cool. If that's your stance, just don't have a problem with it. But you really got, that's when it all said and done, you just got people that want him to be guilty for whatever reason they got in their mind. Like I said, maybe it helps them sleep better at night, process the fight, why it played out that way. Maybe they can, justify, the left hooks landing or the repeated right hands landing or the lack of defense or game plan. Maybe they can justify all that by simply saying, yeah, he was on PDs. So you got those people out there. Then you got people that's like me and like a lot of us in here that just want the truth, and we don't give a damn who it benefits and who it hurts. Like I said, I've been very consistent. I would love for nothing more for this to be a contamination situation. Why? Because it's better for boxing. It would be better that it was more of a mistake in him not, doing his due diligence, getting his supplements tested and pop that way rather than knowingly doing it. And we got a full-blown rich-ass cheater in the sport. And the fact that he make money can influence the way this whole process play out. So no, I don't like it. Hell no. No, I don't like it. Yes, I would much rather this be a contamination situation and we can be done with it. Why? It's better for Devin Haney and for the whole sport of boxing as a whole, because you will have one less cheater, intentional cheater to worry about. And if you're not familiar with how often fighters, how often contamination is a thing in the sport, then I don't know what to say. You get what I'm saying? But it's a real thing. And yeah, that's why he gets suspended initially, because you have to hold him accountable. But if he didn't do it intentionally and they can prove it, then he don't get suspended super long. It's very simple to understand. I don't know about everybody else, but that shit matters to me. That shit matters. Contamination, that shit would matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Why would we need a whole rich ass cheater in the sport of boxing? And a lot of people think he ain't mentally wrapped right. How would that help the sport? You get what I'm saying? One of the biggest platforms. He got one of the biggest, you got, what is it? 20-some million followers on all the social media platforms or whatever it is. This dude got millions of followers. There ain't nothing good about that. It's a lot of people paying attention to this. That shit wouldn't be good for boxing. He just come up, another rich ass dude just cheated Devin Haney out of fight. That ain't cool. I would much rather that not be the case. I think that's better for both of them, because he don't deserve to be cheated. The sport of boxing don't deserve to have a rich ass cheater that don't care in the sport. We don't need to see that. So that's just what it is with me. All this shit, like I've been consistent, because I don't have all the answers, but all I can do is when the information comes out, be very consistent with putting it out and giving fair assessments on it and letting it rock. You get what I'm saying? It's funny how they jumped down his throat, but they ain't had that energy for Alicia Baumgardner. They didn't. That's why that shit fake, man. But her name got cleared. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I want that. Yeah, people like, y'all supporting a cheater. No, it ain't about supporting a cheater. We support the truth. We support boxing and whatever the truth is. Whatever it is, man. Right now, if this is his statement, if this is an official statement from what I'm being told it is from his attorneys, they only doing what they're supposed to be doing, making a case that clears their guy's name. That's what they're getting paid to do. So I don't understand why anybody would be mad at the information that they putting out. This shit should be regular. You know what I'm saying? This shit should be regular. Like, what are they supposed to do? Put out evidence or argument that holds him in a negative light? Hell no. Then they deserve to be fired. So they only doing what they supposed to be doing at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So all this shit to come out into the wild. She ain't gonna be able to buy his way out of this or none of that. You know what I mean? I think the truth gonna come to the light. You get what I'm saying? And that's all I want in the end, so we can proceed. You know what I mean? It's kind of whack that this is where we at with the sport, man. Racial Mexican. I don't really buy too much into the race. It is what it is. I think what we can do as Akello, what's good with the family? How you feel? I think what we can do as fight fans is do our best to just not watch boxing from a racial aspect, but from just an entertainment and skill aspect, and just the best, support the best, fighting the best. I don't care where they from and none of that stuff. None of that matters to me. Malik K, what's good with it, fam? You know what I'm saying? Just let that shit rock, man. They're having a bad year. Yeah, it's getting rough. It's rough. But like I say, man, that get back is a mug, man. You might be down now, but You can always get back. That's the beautiful thing about the sport. You always got that opportunity to bounce back. And he got it. He got one. You know what I'm saying? He got one if he take it. He has the opportunity to bounce back. And I would like to see him do it. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see if he can bounce back. See what his bounce back game is like, you know? See what his bounce back game like. Think he cheated. The thing with me is, man, it's nothing wrong with if you think he cheated. There's nothing wrong with that. D for the win, my guy. What's good with it, bro? There's nothing wrong with feeling like he cheated, bro. You're not a bad guy for feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? You got some positive tests that came back that make you feel like, you know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing wrong with it. But I think at the end of the day, man, like I said, the truth would be the truth. It's gonna come out into the wash, man. Contamination is a real thing in sports, and it's an actual issue. You know what I'm saying? So it's not to be ignored. And like I said, if this situation is exactly that, that's what I want. That's what I want to come out into the light. If it's not, and it's a guy that was trying to have an unfair advantage, that's what I want to come out into the light. Whatever the truth is, like nobody's in support of nobody getting cheated. That shit wild. You build your resume and your record up to a certain point just to get in there with somebody and they cheat. It's crazy. So that shit tough to deal with, man. That's why I say Dad probably taking it as hard as he is, but I mean, fight your fight. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing really he can do but sit by and let the process take shape and make peace with the results, whether good, bad, or indifferent. That's what he's gonna have to do. She got clear about sanctioning body. I mean, at the end of the day, this is the thing, man. She wasn't they couldn't prove that she intentionally did it, was the thing, BX. I don't know if that matters to you, but it matters to me. You know what I'm saying? You can't prove, like in any of these other cases, they're usually able to prove it without a doubt that people are cheating. So she ain't nothing special about her, right? You know what I'm saying? And she don't got the complexion for the protection, and I don't care how pretty she is. So I feel like her situation it worked out in her favor. You know what I'm saying? But that's exactly why you allow the process to take shape, because not everybody, but a lot of people was condemning her, and they had to double back once they seen it, how the situation played out. So it's gonna be the same with this one. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you know how that be, D. You know what I mean, they've been spotty ever since the loss. You know what I'm saying? They don't feel like this is safe zone over here. You know what I'm saying? People like Bob and Devin are the only ones who can clear Ron's name. Haney fans act like supplement contamination is not important in all sports. That's a fact, Mr. And Pride. It's important, and it's a real thing. And you know, if you just put yourself up on game, you will understand how present it is in the sport and how real it is. And what I'm not going to do is call bullshit when it's something that's real and logical as contamination. And you know what I mean? Like I said, when they spoke on the amount, billionth of a gram and this and that kind of, you know what I'm saying? When you see a guy fight his worst condition fight of his career, it's tough to say he looked like he benefited, right? I'm just going off of my eyes. What my eyes told me, I don't think he looked drastically different in there. He looked worse from a condition standpoint. You get what I'm saying? People always say, you know, how bad he looked when he fought Tank. Man, go back and look at the fight. Look at the energy that he fought with, though, up until the knockout. He wasn't fighting in spurts like that, huffing and puffing, having to turn his back and do all that shit because he was tired. That dude was gassed by like the fourth round. The dude's condition was damn horrible. The only thing he was overweight. I'm saying that's the only thing he was overweight. Coco said Ryan will be clear when Pablo Escobar steroids confirmed him and Victor Conte. That's funny. Salute to Coco. Ernie was good with the fan. Like Giles Jones get busted for a picogram later. They changed the rules that would have cleared Jones for a illegal amount of contamination. You dig what I'm saying, Ernie? But when you don't got the complexion for the protection, respectfully, it is what it is. You dig what I'm saying? They deal with you accordingly. You know what I mean? DJ said, Connor Ben, he's still in the WBC rankings, but he's suspended by UK. And the UK absolutely he is and can't fight out there. So is the other bottles of those contaminated supplements contaminated? I guess we have yet to find out. But this is, again, all I do is present the evidence that they put out there, or the information that they put out there, and let people digest it. I think, listen, when you got questions, whenever there's a situation that you're not directly involved in, even if you don't have questions, then there is a problem. So when I see people ask, realistic questions. It makes sense. You're supposed to have questions. You know what I'm saying? I don't got all the answers. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I know what they putting up. I know what I'm seeing on both sides. And it seemed like on one side, they trying to say, nah, he ain't sending in the right supplements and it ain't been tested. On his side, they're saying we have, and it's been tested and it's contamination. But at the end of the day, man, that's just both sides trying to make a case, I guess, or whatever, Let that shit come out to the wild. K calls it. Was good with it, family. How you feeling, bro? Please know the difference, y'all. Right. There's a difference between Haney fans and me, right? Absolutely is, though. We know the difference. What happened? Haney defense. I mean, look, his defense is still what it is, right? I think he just ran into a guy that he wasn't all the way prepared for, respectfully. It was a little couple technical errors, not keeping hand up, covering the chin, man, answering the phone, as they call it. You know what I mean? A couple tactical errors, man. Like, the man still got defense, but he just, again, it wasn't on display because he fought the wrong kind of fight. And I think once he started it, it was like he didn't back out. He stuck with it. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes, some guys will start a fight out a certain way and they'll get caught early and maybe make an adjustment based on, what just happened. But in his case, it was like, if you, and again, I'm just going off of what his father just said when he was on the podcast with Cam and Mace. He said the way that they fought, a lot of the way you seen them fight was based on what the fans said they wanted to see. So that already told me right there. So that's why the whole time I've been very consistent saying he fought the wrong fight. So a lot of people trying to say, nah, he just ain't that. He ain't skilled. He ain't this. Nah, he's still skilled. Still think he more skillful and disciplined in the ring than Ryan, but he didn't show it on the night. So it didn't, the evidence wasn't there. She did still couldn't stop them left hooks. Yeah, man, Kurt is cool. Like, some people don't feel like he did it. You know what I mean? Like, with any ill intent. Some people like it's in there. I don't care. Some people like, yeah, he did it. I don't really, for me, I think we're going to find out. Ashley's corner, what it do, cuzzo? How you feeling? Just a reflection in the building. My guy, what's good with it, bro? Then I tell you, Ryan wasn't guilty. I'm no casual fan, but word or something just seemed off with this situation, man. Listen, I'm hearing 60 maybe to 120 days. We're going to see if I'm wrong. Like I said, if that information is solid, which bro has no reason to lie to me, he don't got a dog in the race. You know what I'm saying? And he also let me know that Ryan Garcia contacted Turkey Al-Sheikh and Oscar for an opportunity to fight Vergil Ortiz. I mean, I don't know how legit he is with actually getting in there with a Vergil, but we're going to find out. Fresh in the building in the super chat. Appreciate you, fam. He said Garcia versus Ortiz next. I have Ryan for KO. Yeah, you think Ryan KO's Vergil?
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Astro was good with it. That's my guy. Salute the blue, man. Salute the blue. He getting a trial. The court of law. The defensive team doesn't use the experts as the prosecuting team to prove their innocence. Talk to him, man. Talk to him. Kyle Cool with Blessings family. How you feeling? Do we get Haney versus Russell in 2025 and both continue to win? Well, it's great that you brought that up because we here to build today, man. We're gonna talk about it. It don't have to be a main event. Ryan isn't fighting on the undercard. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Main event for sure. Akello, definitely main event. Ryan, if Ryan and Vergil was to happen, for sure. Hell yeah, Ryan beat Ortiz before. I think he said it in the amateurs. But that's amateur shit. He ain't beating them in no pros, in my opinion. I don't see it. I think Vergil might wipe the floor with him. But let's back to bro. Bole asked about Gary Antoine, man. So salute the fight hype. But let's listen to this little clip. This little interview, real short interview from Gary Antoine Russell, man. He spoke on a few things. We might as well hear it. Let's get to it.
WBC 140-pound.
It's Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm here with the undefeated 17 wins, 17 by knockout. Gary Antoine Russell when he makes his return at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Pay-per-view, fighting for the WBC interim super lightweight. Super lightweight title. How does that sound? Like just materializing all that stuff. Man.
Yeah, Vergil,
yeah. It sounds how it's supposed to sound, prestigious.
Mm-hmm.
I worked up to this point. And I always looked at this level of being a pit stop. Just like runners that's
I
doing
like that,
cross country.
Antoine.
They
I'm
got
gonna
to make
try
a
to get
pit
him on.
stop, grab a
Get
couple
in
more,
touch with him.
and they keep on going to the next. I want to be undisputed. I'm going after Devin Haney. I'm going after Matias. I'm going after Teofimo Lopez. But right now, I got to deal with this in
Oh,
front of
there
me.
go the first one. He said
So
he going after Devin Haney, Matias, and all of them.
the words is like music to my ears. But we gonna make sure that we stay focused, tunnel vision. Then and we're gonna get through this guy.
I've been covering you for a long time, since like the Barclays days, and your resume from now to this fight, like I mean, Santiago
Point
took
test, the
Broner
reflection.
to the distance. You got him out, like in 6. Victor Postal, you got him out. Barthélemy, you got him out. Kent Cruz, undefeated, you got him out. Is it safe to assume, right? Because I know you don't look for the knockout, but is it safe to assume that Alberto Puello might fall victim of just like all the other guys that you've been in the ring with?
It is safe to assume that. It's definitely safe to assume that.
He getting
I'm
Puello up
not
out of there.
saying that I got vengeance against him or something like that, because we never had any confrontational situation or anything like that. I just look at him as a person that's in my way. I'm headed to a destination right now, and certain things that I got to do and go through in order to get there. And right now, Alberto Puello, he's one of the obstacles that's in my way that stop me from getting to my destination. That's it. That's all.
There's a big storyline in boxing.
He got
right?
to, because he
fighters
about to position himself to be a mandatory,
quote unquote clean, and then there's fighters who fail drug tests, right? And so, in a sense, we've seen cases of fighters who've beaten like Oscar and Fernando Vargas, and then we've also seen cases like Devin losing to Ryan Garcia, who's right now currently fighting his battle of the failed test. Alberto Puello is a fighter who has failed a test. Getting ready to fight Roley. Is this one of those type of fights where you're kind of going to show like it's more skills than whatever the naysayers or whatever the storylines of the narratives of that?
That's what it would have to come to be honest. Because if it's proven in his history that he's juicing and doing certain things that's turning up in his tests, am I safe to assume that it might be the same up and coming, knowing that this is a title, a title interim / type of bout? This is going to catapult either me or him.
Facts was good. He said about to get
so
escort.
I wouldn't be wrong to assume that somewhere in the lines of pissing dirty, drugs or something like that, that's bound to pop out somewhere. Hopefully it don't. But even if he was to, it doesn't heighten your skill level.
Right.
What it does heighten is
that's why he faces
the ability to take beatings,
intentional or unintentional.
Makes you more stronger. And it give you an endurance that you didn't have before. As far as
he didn't have no endurance.
Skill set.
That's all I'm saying. I ain't see
it. Don't make you fight
a well-conditioned athlete April 20.
It just make you durable, and it makes you durable, and it makes you have more oxygen. It gives you more oxygen, more endurance. So if he was, yes, I'd still be able to exploit his skill set, because styles make fights, and a lot of people they just bank on
what's good, Brody?
What they got naturally versus being versatile, showing a level of versatility.
I see you, Aaron.
Is it safe to assume that after the Alberto Puello fight that Devin and you have to meet right away, or essentially vacate?
We would have to. One of the two. He either going to see me or he going to vacate. One of the two. Oh, no, he actually, I heard that he was a mandatory for Sandor Martin.
He said, Dev, fight him.
If so, either maybe Sandor or Devin, if that fight doesn't get materialized, right?
Right. I got Devin beating Sandor, though.
What happens if you face?
Me too.
If they was the fight, I got Devin beating Sandor. Because Sandor, he don't possess what Devin possess. He's jittery and stuff like that. But Devin, I think he got more swag than Sandor. Sandor, he tried to like get out of there real quick. Put rounds in the bank.
Yeah, I hate it too, Kello.
And then hurry and get out.
I don't know how you
He's
do
the type
it.
of person that come the last 30 seconds of the round. He'll just run a rally off and keep running punches and then hurry up and move. So the judge is saying, well, he won the last 30. 10-8.
Tell he do his homework.
What happens if you face Devin?
Talking about Sandor and Mark.
I got the remedies for things. I'm telling you. I'm basically like a cheat code almost. I know I done been up against fighters like Devin Haney. I done been up against fighters that's just like brute strength, that's just relying on their power. And I done fought fighters that are long and rangy. Majority of my fights was with long and rangy opponents. So it's kind of like it wouldn't be nothing out of the norm. I would just have to be focused, laser focused, then
the Victor Postles, the Bartholomew,
do the productive and mature things as far as making adjustments, because I know they're going to bring their physical best and they're going to come in there with a demeanor of being victorious. Everyone does. But Mike Tyson said it best. Everyone got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Right, man. So heard what he said. I just liked a little bit what he said in there, man. He focused on his fight with Puyo. He's saying, yeah, it's safe to assume he probably gonna end up stopping this dude. He said when he done with him, he going after the likes of the Matias's of the world, the Devin Haney's. He won all the smoke. He said when he make his way to Devin Haney, whether it's him or Sandor, he'd take either one. But he like, man, Devin Haney, you fight or vacate, because he got him beating Sandor Martin. So he figures it's gonna be Devin Haney, man. Look, I'm just here to talk about good fights, potential fights. Devin Haney is in the driver's seat. He's still a champion. You get what I'm saying? He hold the WBC strap at 140. He's still in the driver's seat to make fights, bro. He's just gonna have to take some time off, you know what I mean, and bounce back. That's all it is. It's gonna take some time, but like I said, I believe in the young buck. I believe he could bounce back. Very young. He got a lot of career ahead of him. I mean, it's only one loss. You get what I'm saying? As long as he can learn from the mistakes that he made in that fight, he can move forward and get back to kicking ass and defending his title. Boston George's good. Ryan is officially the cleanest fighter on the planet. Yeah, crazy. Gary's the best fighter at 140, in my opinion. Listen, Gary is a slept-on fighter at 140. Samuel, very dangerous. I think very intelligent, skillful, a little underrated. You know what I mean? We know the danger that he possessed. A lot of us do, but they still got a tendency to kind of overlook him. And I think some of that is because he be kind of out of sight, out of mind. And we need to see more of him for longer periods of time against more quality opposition. You know what I'm saying? We need to see him in there with people that's going to take him some rounds and really make him showcase his bag and his skill set. Because that's what you heard what he just said in the interview. Like, can we expect to see, more of the skills of boxing? And he was like, that's what it's going to come to, because he know what the narratives is, that he just come forward and he's strong. But I think Gary Russell is a lot more than that. I think he's a versatile fighter. He got some layers and dimensions to his game that people just don't give him credit for. So I hope Puyo can, put up some resistance and allow him to showcase a lot of that talent that he got. Fighting 140 Gary without gloves. Should be, what do you think? Devin Russell will happen? I kind of think. Give me 2 seconds. Y'all smash the like button for me. My bad. That was my son coming in. Snort. Carl Brown, what it do, family? Do I think it'll happen? I think it should happen, but just to answer the question straight up, it's like I'm feeling like I'm more so leaning towards a no, and because of he just having a tough fight. Like, I hope that I'm wrong about that, but they ain't mentioning his name at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't really hear the intent of them wanting to fight him. And I got a feeling if he ain't got a belt, they're going to talk that what has he done type stuff and do he deserve it. But I hope I'm wrong, man. I hope that's a fight that we get. I think it should happen. You know what I mean? Nah, yeah, he's no boring fights, bro. He won't do it. Facts. Yeah, he'll be fine. Boston George, he'll be just fine. WBA was pull your belt, wasn't it? Yep. Nah, it was, Rob. But remember, he had pop for something. He had a situation going on too. Puyo. Yep, yeah, I got popped with them PEDs, but clear because of the medication, right? And it's still crazy that he still had to get stripped of the belt. Yeah, they sick, man. They ain't feeling this. They ain't feeling this attorney talking about this contamination stuff. They feel like they misleading the people, man. They said they misleading the peoples. They said throw Ryan in the bang, man, and toss him out. Devon was good with it, bro. I seen somebody sent me some clips. Somebody sent me some clips of it. I ain't see the whole thing. Tay. Yeah, I mean, look, they reacting to the news. They ain't feeling it. They feel like they man is been wrongfully did wrong. He said to me, Puyo's number 3 at 140 by Matisse and Antoine. Yeah, Puyo can fight. He can fight. He's scrappy. He can fight. I think him and Gary Antoine gonna be a good fight. You know what I mean? As long as it lasts. But I think Gary can get him too. But we'll see. It's gonna be interesting if he could. I'd be saying everything, do an order not to fight Russell for his networks or something. Or just straight up try to ignore him. But again, I think he about to fight for an interim. So he gonna position himself and they're gonna have to make a decision. But that's gonna be a tough ass fight here. I don't see him beating Gary Antoine Russell. Stylistically, I think he'd be a very tough matchup. I do. I don't think he'll be able to stay on the outside. I think Gary Antoine is athletic enough, feet good enough. He knows how to close the gap. He's definitely strong enough, physical enough, smart enough. He's a tough out. The Curious Hopper said Ryan Garcia is innocent. Man, look, I'm hearing his name might be cleared, man. That's all I'm going to say. So if it's wrong, then I'll double back and say my information was wrong. But I ain't been wrong yet. And I don't think I'm going to be wrong this time. We'll see. Could be. Anything is possible. And Gary going to throw Puyo high. Yeah, yeah. He definitely going to attack that high guard. That ain't going to work for him. I believe he is. Cuzzo. I believe he is suspended. And it's more so especially him because he took the brunt of the beating. Favorite fighters, Crawford. Anyway, Ryan. It's a cool list. It's a cool list, man. It's a cool list. Anyway's a dog. Crawford is animal. It's a good list, man. That's a good list. But look, man, it still continues. I was hoping that this situation, this news that they put out would be the end of it, but it seemed like it's not. So we have yet to fully close the chapter of this PED saga, but we're going to see. I mean, I think we at the very end of it. Matter of fact, hold on, I'm tripping. Announcement should be, I think next week or so, something like that on this Ryan situation. Gotta check my messages. I think it should be an announcement or something or a statement made next week to give a kind of put a cap and bow on the rest of it. Hold on, let me see. Ruling should be out next week. That's what I got. So the ruling for Ryan should be out next week or so, something like that. And they asking for a minimum, like I said, just to go over it of 60 days. That's his people because they feel like he ain't do nothing wrong intentionally, so he should get the least amount of time possible. And that's why they going for the 60 days. But I'm hearing it could be anywhere from 60 to 120 days suspension for Ryan. I'm hearing if it was any other state, he would have been fully cleared already. But because it's New York, it is what it is. So that's my final thoughts on that, y'all. That's my final thoughts on that. 140 Gary versus Hitchens, another great fight. Great fight. Gary might stop Puyo with a body shot. I can see him stopping Puyo though, for sure. 26 guys can get knocked out by Figueroa. Yeah, man, Figueroa is relentless, bro. He constant with that pressure. He constant with that pressure. For sure. He is. He constant with it. But, you know, something else like that I seen from Ryan, like I said, y'all, and I got message and got word that this dude went as far as contacting, you know, Oscar and Turkey Al-Sheikh, you know, suggesting that he replaced Tszyu for this Vergil Ortiz matchup. Now, we all know that Tszyu had to pull out of this fight because of his cut not healing properly, which is a bummer when it's all said and done, because Vergil Ortiz and Tszyu, I was really looking forward to that fight to really see what Vergil Ortiz was going to look like. I mean, Tszyu is as sturdy as a test as they come, but you know, I just don't see Ryan. I think this is one of his, I don't know, man. He got to show me on this one, man. I was with him. If it's somebody in his weight class, cool. But damn, man, you gonna fight Verge? So you gonna go in there at 154 and fight Vergil Ortiz, bro? And don't tell me you feeling souped off some amateur win. He ain't Devin Haney, bro. I'm telling you, oh man, that shit might be an ugly fight, bro. So Brian said, I'm coming for Vergil. Rick, prepare for war on you as well. And Vergil said, look, I got a call saying you want to step in and replace Tim. I already gave my manager, RGM Promo, the green light to make it happen. Let's make it happen. Hold on, let me take this off for a second. He said, Ryan, don't let me down. I'll see you August 3rd. So Vergil Ortiz is pretty much saying, hey man, I'll fight this dude and don't let me down. I'm looking forward to it. Vergil said, man, I heard y'all out here making bags, huh? Verge said, man, I'll take that bag and you call me out? Okay. Vergil said, no problem. I oblige. I will oblige. I don't know who the hell Rick is, though. Vergil, I'm coming for Vergil. Rick, prepare for war. Yeah, I don't know who the hell what he meant, Rick. I don't know who the Rick was, though, because I don't know what he meant by Rick. I don't know who Rick. I don't know what Rick he's talking about. But I like that Vergil responded, man. And this right here, this would be a crazy fight for him. Yeah, man. Hell no, cuzzo. Nah, he don't. I'm telling you, he gonna get smashed. Dre Smith, what it do, family? How you feeling? So Vergil, high regards, just the Texas in me. Nah, Rob, man, you should, bro. Vergil's a dangerous guy, bro. He can really hurt Ryan Garcia, man. Like, you got to be mindfully careful who you call out. I know you might be riding the high. You might be feeling good. Yeah, I beat Devin Haney. I beat my arch rival, from the amateur days. Yeah, okay, that's cool. That's cool. But that you stepping up to another weight class with another beast with 100% KO ratio, and he don't take no prisoners. And that dude, the thing is, the problem why I know automatically Ryan would get stopped, because he don't even got the condition to last with no damn Vergil Ortiz. You ain't got to worry about Vergil Ortiz slowing down and or gassing out. You ain't got to worry about that. That dude he fight hard, and Ryan just don't have I don't think he had a level of grit and dog in him to deal with Vergil. Because just follow me for a second. Imagine they 4 rounds into the fight, right? And Ryan start gassing. Just imagine that. He start gassing because he ain't in condition for whatever reason. He start gassing with Vergil. Just think about how ugly that's going to get. That he'd be relentless on Ryan, bro. It'd be bad. It'd be bad. It'd get bad. That's why I say he got to show me that you really jump up to 54 and just like that fight Vergil. The respect I would have for this man, win, lose, or draw, bro. It'd be crazy. If you could really do this and get your name right, you know what I'm saying? PJ's big dog, what it do? He said Rick Roll. I don't know what Rick he's talking about. Frank Martin shit. Thank Ryan for all the love he's about to get from the Tank haters. That double scoop of Osterine coming up, Ryan. Ready? Plus 300 in the building. What's good with it? Rick Merrigan, Vergil manager. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Because I don't be knowing these dudes managers. Much love, plus 300. Appreciate that, fam. Canelo, my guy. What's good with it, bro? Appreciate you, man. Junior Real said Vergil. Ryan B. Yeah, he did. He did. That's what he said in one of his tweets. He said it in one of his tweets. He said, I beat him. He said, he told him to look it up. He told a fan to look it up because they responded to this thread, and he said, I beat him. I beat him. It's on YouTube or something like that, he said. So But yeah, this wouldn't be a repeat of the amateurs at all. In fact, this would be a massacre, in my opinion. I think Ryan would come out there happy as hell with that left hook. Vergil put up that high guard, that tight high guard. He gonna deal with Ryan. He gonna take him a couple rounds. Ryan gonna start running short on fumes, and he gonna get the ass whooping of a lifetime is gonna commence in that ring. Matter of fact, the ass whooping of a lifetime might not even have to commence because I don't know if he'll be tough enough to really take a beating from Vergil. I think he might really hurt him. I think he might really hurt that boy in there. I don't know. That's just me. I don't think Ryan can hang with Vergil. Maybe you could be fast or something. Maybe your speed, give him some issues early or something. I don't know, but I don't see you outlasting Vergil Ortiz. I see him getting hurt. Take Ryan, catch him with that. The Austrian left hook is crazy. Frank beat Vergil 3-0 and dropped him. Yeah, I put up a little short of him dropping him. Somebody got in the comments trying to argue that it wasn't a knockdown. I'm like, bro, whatever. I had the same thoughts. But Ryan versus Devin, we seen how that turned out. Devin was as good as we thought. Ryan is better than we thought. Ryan is definitely better than they thought, Mr. Empire. I was saying it the whole time. If you remember, bro, I kept saying, yo, because I was specifically talking to my Jackson brothers when they was in here calling Ryan trash. And I kept saying, Ryan is not trash, bro. If you want to say that he's not elite and all of that stuff, cool. If you want to say he ain't never won no title and all of that shit, cool. But don't keep telling me somebody trash, and then they get in there and win. And then you gotta sit there and try to go down with the ship and still say that he trash instead of giving him his credit. The dude is not trash, man. He just lacks discipline and commitment. I said that before. And again, he's made a lot of money, so his hunger could be in question too. How bad do he really want it? But at the same time, I mean, he did get in there and win the biggest fight of his career outside of the Tank fight. You know what I'm saying? So, or the second biggest fight that he's had so far in his career was obviously Devin Haney. He was able to pull it off. So I don't quit on the Tszyu versus Vergil. I'm telling you, he gonna poop. He gonna poop on himself in the ring, cuzzo. Vergil gonna hit Ryan with a damn body. You know how hard Vergil be throwing to the body, cuzzo? I know you know, because we watch it, man. Y'all, everybody in here know. We watch Vergil Ortiz. Just imagine Vergil Ortiz close the gap on Ryan and he in his chest, because you know Ryan ain't no fleet-footed guy. So just imagine him getting tired, how he was with Devin and Vergil in his chest, and he start letting off that body attack. Man, Ryan gonna poop in the ring, bro. He gonna poop right in the ring, bro, on the spot, man. I'm telling you, Vergil gonna crumble his ass. He might really punch a rib loose, man. I'm telling you, bro. He might punch a rib loose. You say this statement Ryan Lewis put out. Ryan don't want to be a meme. He gonna quit. That's what I'm telling you, cuzzo. But before he could quit, Ryan might get every ounce of win. Just like Tank is gonna be a repeat. He's gonna get hit in the kidney again, a rib, and boy, he gonna be out of there. I'm telling you. I just don't see it, bro. Unless he get lucky and catch Vergil. And then again, I wonder how his power would do up at 54. I ain't saying I don't think he'd be able to punch, because I think he's just legit heavy-handed to a certain degree. Ryan is, but I don't know. I couldn't envision him beating Vergil, y'all. I just couldn't. And again, conditioning is a very important factor in sports, especially boxing, bro. I done seen the less skillful guy be more conditioned and outlast the more skillful dude and beat him because of it. So we talking about guys like he ain't got no significant skill gap over Vergil. So when I start looking at how things stack up, he might have speed advantage, but Vergil is very heavy-handed. His jab heavy, body shots, hooks heavy. Get what I'm saying? Ryan his conditioning is A1. Despite what his health situation's been in the past, his conditioning is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll really take it to Ryan, and I don't think he'll be able to outlast him at all. Tall guys can't duck that hook. Yeah, a lot harder, significantly harder for them to duck a hook with Canelo for sure. I think he'll just throw up the high guard on Ryan and hurt him. Dude, you missed the Jackson brothers? Yeah, Miss Joanne. I don't know where my guys went. Them was my guys. Saga say cap. I don't know what I'm capping. NAH2. What's good, my bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you. Slide through. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. We just having a good old build on this Good Friday. You know. I might be clout chasing. I think it was money grab for Vergil, an easy win. I'm telling you, that's why I say he could be. Roger was good with the family. He said Vergil was heavy-handed. He said it's a heavy-handed. It was Ryan B. Roley. Right now, Tay, that I believe in momentum too, man. And Roley might be a little shaken up after that Pitbull Cruise joint. I think Ryan could catch Roley. I do. I really do. I think Ryan could catch Roley. I really do. Think he can catch him before Roley catch him. I think he catch Roley first. Especially that speed. I can see that speed troubling Roley for sure. And every single day should be thanking Ryan for reviving their line ass channels. Shit, nah, they don't like Ryan. They like he's a cheetah. They defending the cheetah. They be mad as hell with everybody. I think Vergil would have lost to Stan Jonas. You think so? I think he would have beat him, John's Garage. I feel like he get hit too much for me. You know what I mean? There's always a good discussion, but for me, for my liking, I think Stan Jonas get hit too much. And I think Vergil's the kind of guy where if you there to be hit, he gonna supply you with exactly what you looking for. And I just think it'd be tough for him to constantly deal with me. But it'll be a good scrap though, because Stan Jonas be fighting. But I could see him getting touched up by Vergil. Me neither, Kello. I can't see it, bro. Sometimes your bill's too high for skills to pay. Ryan didn't outbox that. He's the better fighter that night. Yeah, he outfought him. Plus 300. He outfought him. He ain't really had to outbox him because from rounds 2 to 6, Devin was doing the outboxing. Ryan just outfought him in spurts and in spots of that fight. You know what I mean? That's why it ended up being, even with the knockdowns, it ended up being a split decision. Very close competitive fight still because Devin did put together some rounds and had some success in that fight, especially early to the middle round. You know what I mean? Middle rounds, and then it changed from the 7th on. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I think he could hurt Roley. I do, especially coming off the losses. Those things matter. Dudes like fighters. Some that I've been learning, like you got to be a special type of fighter to truly recover all the way from a knockout. Like that's why I say this sport very difficult and it's unforgiving. But I'm telling you, just keep a close eye on Roley. We'll see. We know when he come back, he's gonna have to be matched up with somebody relatively a lighter touch because he coming off a knockout loss. You know what I'm saying? So I could only expect that he's gonna take a lighter touch, rightfully so, get his confidence back. But keep your eye on Roley and see if he be exactly the same fighter after that Pitbull knockout. I ain't saying that he won't be, but I wouldn't be surprised if he ain't returned all the way to who he is. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't think that's much. Next gen, what it do, fam? Rose is happy. Roley's food now for anyone. Now I'm telling you, it's tough, man. Canelo, he took a tough one, man, against Pitbull. It got ugly for him, bro. It got really ugly for him. It got sticky. Stan would beat the sick version of Vergil. His underlying issues at 147. Shit, this how I look at it, Roger. I think, I think the silver lining in those flare-ups is they was coming before he actually had to get in the ring and fight. So I kind of feel like based on the history of things, if he's able to get in the ring, I think he'd be all right. You know what I'm saying? But I would be expecting a healthy Vergil, of course. But a guy that's sickly, possibly having some issue potentially in the ring because of his health situation, that'd be shaky. It'd be, you know what I mean? It'll make it a tough fight because Stan Jonas got a pretty good gas tank too. But he just take a lot of shots to me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Samuel, he was. He said, Roley guard. No 3 to back KOs, Tank John, then Pitbull. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tank knocked him out. Jahan dropped him in sparring. Then Pitbull dusted him off. Oh, and don't forget, Samuel. Don't forget Barroso. Remember, Barroso dropped him in a fight, and they had to save him and rob Barroso. So that was another one. That was bad for him. Sleeping Row, he fought 3 power punches in a row. Still has his own. Yeah, I mean, look, Roley he just got bad technique and bad habits, bro. He has some things that he do well in there, right? You know what I'm saying? Pitbull ain't exactly come out of there unscathed. His face was red as hell too from them shots. Roley was landing on him. It just wasn't enough. Like you gotta really hit Pitbull, I think, with combinations and flush shots. Like, I think one shot at a time, he the kind of guy that could weather that over and over again. You get what I'm saying? You got to hit him with shit he don't see, too. Keep him all balanced, catch him off guard, set some traps for him. All that, you know, just trying to load up and go for it, shit ain't gonna work, I don't think. Because he'll be able to see the punches coming, and he got underrated defense. He got that high guard, tight high guard, too. He makes it very hard to get a clean shot on him. Especially, and then when you get one, he can take it. You know what I mean? And you don't get more than one, then it'll be all right. Just read the Ryan's facing a 2-year ban if they don't find him guilty. 2 to 4 year ban. Listen, if he guilty, yeah, I think they're gonna give him, you know, something serious, Rome, if he is. But if not, then I think it's gonna be in that 60 to 120 range that I was talking about. You know what I mean? Rosso can't get yeah, he need to, Rosa. They need to get him on there. Get him a payday. He deserved payday. All things. What's good, family? How you feeling, bro? So yeah, man, that sound right on par, Rome, with somebody that's intentionally doing something. I think they should make an example out of him if that's the case. Saying you Canelo speaking English, you give Eddie best wishes. Canelo, yeah, nah, it is funny when you speak English. Canelo is a funny ass dude speaking English. Canelo be tripping, bro. I ain't expect O'Hara Davies to get there like that. I kind of did.
Let's go, Eddie.
I kind of did because he had got did dirty back in the day by like Josh Taylor, and I could picture Barroso catching him. I just knew he was overlooking him, taking him lightly. I was like, yeah, he gonna pay for that. And you see Barroso hitting with that home run slugger, and damn near killed him.
Let's go, Eddie. Let's go. All the best for you. Let's go, Mushroom. Big win coming Saturday in Arabia Saudita. All the best for you, my friend. You're the best. Come on. Let's go, Eddie. Let's go. All the best for you. Let's go, Mushroom. Big win coming
Let's
Saturday
go, Mushroom.
in Arabia Saudita. All the best for you, my friend. You're the best.
Eddie. Hey, Eddie. Hey, Eddie, you're the best, my friend. Hey, let's go to my room. Let's go to my room. My room. Cozo, you just as silly as me, man. You crazy, yo. I thought it'd just be me. Nah, you just as bad as me, man. We both nuts. Cause yo, we the only ones that be fine. Nah, we ain't the only ones. Nah, the chat nuts too. I ain't letting y'all off the hook. Y'all be right in here laughing with me with Canelo. Y'all had y'all laughing with that. I had proofs. Y'all was laughing right with me. Hold on, man. We're gonna get back to it, but y'all was
I don't
laughing
expect
right
anything less than that with that kind of person. He's an because he's mad because I leave Golden Boy. I'm the golden I'm the diamond in Golden Boy. Golden Boy is not the same without me. That's why he's angry. I have the proofs. I have proofs. I put my liars in, and he tried to steal money. I have proofs. I don't want to do anything against that kind of guys.
Yeah,
I don't want that vibes.
Money.
I don't really give a shit about Oscar, but if he says something here in my territory, I need to say something, right?
He said, I don't give a shit about Oscar, really. I have the proofs. Y'all can't tell me that's not a little bit funny. Canelo speaking English. I love it, bro. Give me Canelo speaking English any day of the week. I love it, bro. It's comical and not in a way where I'm like teasing him, but it's funny because he came a long way. That was the same guy that the only thing he was saying was, I was born ready. Remember, he came from that to being able to need no translation to have a dialogue with you. I think that's dope. He really he had to put in a lot of work to get there, bro. And I got a respect for it because it helps you. People kind of connect with you a little bit more differently when they could understand you. Even if it's broken English, you could respect it. His ability to really work on it. Think about it. Anyway, probably don't speak a lick of English. And he don't care. He like, man, y'all translate or y'all won't know. He don't even get damn, bro. But Canelo came a long way, man. I don't see Ron getting banned for more than 6 months. Why we get more than Valdez, Alicia, and Big Baby, etc. True. Only thing I would say, NHA, is he, like, with the money and the success that he's had, and like, I just feel like all of the situation, I feel like this was one premeditated move by him, and I feel like making an example out of him would be fitting. But I do this question you asked is fair. Why get more than them? But like I said, man, I wouldn't be surprised if it's 60 to 120. If I'm wrong, then we'd be here. I'd be like, man, I was wrong. I don't mind being wrong. Like, you know, I'm not an ego guy. I'm just giving y'all what I think based on the information that I'm getting, right, and what I'm seeing. So we gonna find out. Some people outright saying he cleared. Some people saying no, he ain't. So I ain't do neither. I'm just like, this is what they saying, and this is what's going on. I was planning on fighting again this year, anyways. He wasn't. Yeah, I don't think he was planning on fighting again this year anyway. He don't care. But look, back to this Vergil Ortiz move. This is gutsy, but he could be clout chasing a little bit. I hate to say that, but he might be doing that. But Vergil, like, look, I'll see you August 3rd. So he got Vergil attention, bro. He got Vergil attention. Got his attention. This is good for boxing. What's that, GM? What's good with it, bro? What's good for boxing? The Vergil Vergil and Ryan. It's not a bad thing at all if Ryan actually get in there. Canelo with the Tony Montana legs. I love it. Yeah, I got the proofs. Yeah, he tried to steal money. I had the proofs. Yeah, I had the proofs. I had the proofs. Love Canelo, man. Speaking English, bro. Love it. Didn't realize that NU is 31 years old. Nah, he is, bro. He is Mr. Empire. He getting up there a little bit. Devin will move like this. Oh, and call out everybody. I mean, well, he do, but you know, Ryan just been backing up some of his bark. That's the difference, GM. 60 and a slap on the wrist. Yeah. Slap on the wrist for sure. 60 to 120. That's what I got word on. So we'll see if it's true or if it's gonna be the 2 to 4 year. We'll see. Know what I mean? And again, like I said, just for anybody new that came in here, y'all make sure y'all smash the like button, sub to the channel. Let's keep building. Let's keep cooking. You know what I mean? We rocking out on this Good Friday, you know. Theo said, I drank 8 ball. Man, you crazy. Man, you a fool, bro. They come in, y'all crazy. Why Ryan not fighting Tszyu? Why not call him out? Yeah, that's a good question. I maybe figure because Tszyu fighting next. Because he did offer, and maybe I'm just giving you an answer, you know, hypothetically, my reason for possibly maybe because Tszyu got a fight with Claggett coming up next, and he's offering in this regard to step in for Tszyu. And he tagged, he tagged the same, you know, his promoter. And like I said, I got word that he spoke to Turkey and Oscar about this opportunity. So I don't know if he wasting everybody's time, but this is what I hear that he did. He contacted the right people about this fight. I would love to see him do it. Man, I'm telling you, like, my respect would be crazy. Damn, Sal Al said Ryan will KO Vergil. You think so, huh? Capone said, you see who Ryan call out compared to Devin, scary ass fighter. You don't call out nobody, no guys his size. Damn. Dev catching strays. Fight back, dead. Fight back. Fight back, dead. Yeah, Tszyu fighting Big Steve Claggett. You know what I'm saying? Steve Claggett from down yonder. I mean, Ron Duclair had to pick of the litter this fall. Yeah. I think the opportunities are really, you know, big for him, yo. Next gen, respectfully, Claire get his name right. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, to the extent that he can, because it's gonna follow him forever. The fact that it was in his system, that's the part about it, right? But at least if it's a contamination thing, as I've been saying all along, it's not as bad as somebody that was juicing and doping, at least for me. And I know it's a lot more sensible people out there and not emotional people that's going to see it the same way if that's how it come out. Contamination is a real issue in supplements, man. If you just do some homework on it, you'll see it. It's so bad that, you know, somebody made a case. I think it might have been a guy from Vada making a case that he think guys or people are intentionally doing this stuff. You know what I mean? At this point. Mario Nunes said Ryan beat Ortiz in the amateurs. That he did. But I think this pro game, Mario, will be much different, bro. Appreciate you stopping through. Make sure you smash the like button, sub to the channel. Salute to everybody in the building, all the channel members and the mods. Love to everybody in the building, man. Ryan not juicing. Capone, I mean, that right now with that information that's out, like nobody has been able to even remotely state a case that's been able to prove that he is juicing, right? And we know we not arguing if it's in the system. They came out and admitted to that. But I would like to know what is it? Doping, juicing, whatever, whichever one. Is it contamination? Like, I just want to get to the end of it and be done with it. I think Till can give any attention to find Keyshawn. Nope. Immediate. That's a fast no, cuzzo. No. I just don't think he want nothing to do with him. And you know why? I mean, this might be a stretch, cuzzo. It might not mean much. You know what I'm saying? It might not mean much, but you know, I think then they shared the ring, as a matter of fact. Don't I got a little clip from them? Matter of fact, yeah, I do. This is T.O. and Keyshawn right here. I don't want that again. I know it's foreign, so I'm just talking to it, but nah, it's something that got him not wanting to fight this young boy. He keep talking. He keep bringing other people up. As every time he say something about fighting Tszyu, he say something about Antoine Russell one time, or Andy Cruz. Like he always talk about somebody. Walking Tszyu ass back. Look at Keyshawn got that temperament, man. I'm telling you, I love his attitude, yo, in the ring, his temperament in the ring. That's somebody that I really rock with and root for. I don't care who don't like him. I rock with him. Keyshawn is one of them. I can't wait to see him back in the ring July 6th too, man. He got a knockout artist to get rid of too. So those contaminated supplements. Yeah, they saying it, praying out about it. That's just that's begging for the case to stick. Yeah, man. Y'all want to see Ryan for 2 to 4 watch. Y'all want to see Rome say he getting they throwing a book at him. You think so, Rome? The test prove at this point Ryan got to prove he's not juicing. And that's the thing, Rome. If he can prove that, then it's contamination. The only thing it could be if he's not juicing or doping, which is in the same type of shit, it got to be the latter, and that'd be better for him. Till ducking Keyshawn, he said he a prospect and he need to fight Andy. Yeah, he keeps saying that. I ain't gonna say he ducking him, right? I get why you saying that. I ain't gonna say he ducking him, but I'll say he definitely using, where he's at right now as opposed to where Keyshawn is currently to kind of justify not even entertaining a fight with him. Like, hey, you got to fight this one. You got to fight that one first. You got to prove it first. You got to, And to a certain degree, I get it because I ain't going to say that it's a real, demand. He's not at the point in his career yet where it's an actual demand just yet. But I do think a good opponent for Keyshawn, I said this, was the dude that mentioned his name, Baranchik, that just fought a couple weeks ago. Chris, what it do, family? How you feeling? And co-leader saying he won't boost to move to 54 because he wants 147 clear for Haney. Ah, man, I know. I hope nobody ain't say that, BX. That's crazy. That's ducking though. Keyshawn told him when they on the same car, you want that smoke and you're going to pull up on him every time you see him. I love Keyshawn energy. You got that Norfolk, Virginia energy up in it, man. I love it, man. I like it. But yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. Like I'm not big on arguing people's stances. Like I know you got a real reason why you feel like it's ducking. But like I said, fortunately for Tszyu, it's not, Keyshawn is not at the stage of his career where he can say that he's ducking him just yet, right? He's definitely cold shouldering him and treating him like, man, you just some prospect talking, right? And, to some degree, right, Keyshawn is still very much in that prove it phase where Tszyu has had some significant fights, some championship level fights and won them. So he kind of playing that card. You get what I'm saying? And I get it. A lot of fighters do it. We don't necessarily like it, but like I said, I'm very realistic. I would love to see the fight sooner than later, but I think right now, that's just how it's going to go. Tszyu is going to play that hand. In terms of him responding to him in that way, I just don't, something about it. You got to think, he told him, don't call him out. The way he was whispering to him when Keyshawn was calling him out by mentioning his name and all that. You get what I'm saying? It was a strange interaction. I just get the feeling that he ain't interested in that challenge right now. I don't want to say he ducking him because it's early. But if he positioned himself and he's still acting like that, then I'll change my tune for sure. I'm called out Keyshawn. Yeah, Baranchik. Denny's Baranchik that just fought Cuzzo. Remember the dude, where is he from? Damn, man, Baranchik that just fought. Who he just man, who he just beat again? Who the hell Barenchik just beat? Y'all help me out, chat. I can't remember who Barenchik just beat. But he mentioned Keyshawn Davis for sure. I think he mentioned Shakur too, but it wasn't like really, I don't consider it call outs per se. Yeah, Navarrete. Yeah, appreciate you, cuz I just couldn't remember, y'all. Pardon me, my memory don't be the best sometimes. But yeah, Barenchik beat Navarrete. He mentioned, appreciate you, Bolo. He mentioned, damn, I appreciate y'all, chat, GM. My guy, Ukraine, Luke Colazo, appreciate you. Right, that's where he from. So yeah, he fought him, and he mentioned names like Shakur, Keyshawn. To me, he mentioned it more so like not necessarily a call out, but look, I'll take fights like that. And I ain't mad at it. I like that. That's what we should want in the sport. You should want guys aiming for the top. So, but I really do think, y'all, if Keyshawn, which I do believe highly in him, that he gonna handle his business July 6th, I think they should entertain getting him that fight with Barenchik. I really do. I really do. I really do think that's a winnable fight for him. I definitely think he can beat that guy. 100% think he can beat that guy. Think about Tank getting Frank out of there. I love the chat. Yo, we just be on everything. We be talking about a little bit of everything, man. Tank and Frank.
Right.
Yo, that's why I love boxing, bro. That shit be genuine. They going back and forth. And you know, both guys gonna be in top shape. They're gonna be ready to go, man. I think we looking at one of the best cards of the year, man. June 15th is right here, too, y'all. Right here, right here, right here. And you got them, you said you got the eyes right here. Nah, what it is look at it like this, next gen. Look at it like this. Listen to what he said, right? The reason he even started mentioning Tszyu, because Tszyu spoke on him in a certain way. So he like, all right, yo, you speaking on me. All right, well, let's fight then. We on the same side. You get what I'm saying? Like you running your mouth. Like usually we respect that energy. So I'll just look at it as he's a bit ambitious, but it's a little early. You get what I'm saying for him to get in there with Tszyu right now, I think. You get what I'm saying? But I still like the energy that he's showing because I believe it. Like, I really believe if Bob Arum presented an opportunity for Keyshawn Davis to fight Teofimo Lopez, I think he would. Especially he already sparred him. And I know that's only sparring, but you know how people be feeling when somebody had success on you in sparring. Sometimes dudes don't be wanting to get in there. So I like it, bro. I like the energy. Tank on sleeping with the brick hand when Frank stepped to him, watch. And he is talking about stepping, Capone. That's what he said. Tank getting in his head. Yeah, he getting, he just shaking the cage, rattling the cage just a bit. Sal Al said Ryan was not a cheat. It was not ever a cheat. Love to see Ryan KO Tszyu, Vergil, and Pitbull. Tank rematch at 145 pounds will be an exciting fight. Ryan KO Tank at 45. Let's go. Damn. Okay. Appreciate the support, Sal. Man, make sure you smash that like button, sub to the channel. Love. Much love.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to Sal Al, man. Salute to Sal Al. Listen, I hear you. Very ambitious, man. Ryan must be your guy. Ryan, listen, is a dangerous fighter. I just don't think he'll ever have the skill set and the IQ to beat Tank. You know what I mean? I think the only thing he could possibly do if he's bigger and healthier or whatever, is make the fight more entertaining. But I think or prolong the inevitable, which would be him getting stopped because, again, his lack of discipline, his commitment, those minor details. Just again, you can't go in there with a fight with Tank and your conditioning is shit, is piss poor, right? Just he don't want it the same way. You get what I'm saying? They're a different level of fighter in terms of just focus and being locked in and understanding and really wanting it, right? Now, I ain't gonna say Ryan don't want it at all. He went in there and won the second biggest fight of his career that he fought, but he don't want it the way Tank wanted. He ain't locked in the way Tank is locked in. He ain't committed that way. You get what I'm saying? He's not dedicated and focused that way. You get what I'm saying? Kirk Douglas, what it do, family? So I get it. I can't, they all opinions until it happened, right? So I can't knock it. Ryan is dangerous for anybody that he get in there, and I said it particularly early, but the higher he go up in weight classes, the stickier it get. You know what I'm saying? And it's just some guys that's gonna give him hell, I think, when he get in there with him. I think Derrick James is gonna retire. Frank loses. I don't think he'll retire right after he lose, but I think that could already help him in his decision to walk away. Because I don't know if you called him Mr. Empire. I remember I was talking about it briefly, and we was trying to discuss, like, do y'all feel like he's saying this in a joking way or a serious way? Remember, he was like, I'm gone. I'm leave. I ain't coming back. He was like 2-3 years. I'm gone. 2-3 years. Like, so, and then you hear Errol Spence sounding like he planning an exit strategy. You get what I'm saying? You hear Derek James saying things like he not taking on no more fighters. The fighters he got now is the ones that he finishing with. Like, you just start hearing a lot of, like, you know, almost like this is my last run at it type deal. Like, these gonna be my last couple years of fights. You get what I'm saying? And then you hear him saying, why say that and joke about it and put a specific time on it? Even though, I mean, it ain't something to be mad about, but he figured, think about it, the timing in which he said it. You don't split with your fighter that you don't had the most success with. Like, Derek James, think about it, that public shit with it spilling over into the public. He don't seem like he that type of dude. He ain't for none of that. So I think it's a lot of stuff that factored in. And I feel like he took on a lot, and picking up the, you know, from the Charlo to Anthony Joshua to the, you know what I'm saying? Add, well, you know, Frank Martin first, and, you know, the Anthony Joshuas to the Ryan Garcias. He had a lot on his plate, bro. He probably made, hopefully, I hope he made good money while he was working with AJ. Same thing with Ryan. And hopefully he could retire comfortably, man. He deserves it. He's a hell of a guy, but I question why did he decide to, you know, volunteer that information about leaving. You know what I'm saying? About, you know, being out 2-3 years. I'm like, he put a very specific time frame on it. So Ryan got washed. DJ know Ryan the cash cow. He ain't gonna need no more fights. It's just, then you gotta think next gen. He came over there, he stirred the pot up. He started leaking information. He started speaking about Derek James' situation. He was doing a lot. Like, think about it. He brought an element to that camp that was never present before he got there. He brought a certain energy to that camp that wasn't present and available there until he got there. So you can say what you want for better. Think about it. In a matter of time, he came over there, spilled the beans, outed the dirty laundry about Derek James and Errol Spence, spoke about the money situation, trolled Errol Spence, called him out, played with his girl. You know what I'm saying? Played with his girl name. You get what I'm saying? Played with Cambosis, his girl and his kid's name. Played with Clarissa. Just think about all the stuff. Then me and Frank Martin ain't cool. Tank gonna knock him out. Just think about it. Just like he get there and just burn the bridge for no reason at all. Like, he brought a certain element that just wasn't present. And I'm not saying he's the full reason, because I'm pretty sure Derek James would say it, you know, he probably was planning it, but I'm pretty sure with a guy like that, he could help you make a decision faster. Like, you see all that extra energy, you like, man, I didn't think he was gonna be on it like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy when you think about it, man. Creole the Traveler, what's good, my guy? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? I'm gonna come up with a I'm gonna come up with a Capone. I'm gonna come up with an actual list. Matter of fact, we're gonna do a pound for pound soon too, Capone. We're gonna do this pound for pound joint soon. So I'm gonna have a list out soon for sure. I hate like just trying to put together a list on the spot, but I like that. That's something I really like to give real thought to, and you know, give everybody proper just due, instead of just putting together a random ass, you know what I mean? Ryan is such a capper. Yeah, he teach like, man, he don't want no damn Vergil Ortiz fight. Like, what he talking? But I just like Vergil Ortiz's response. But shit, he about to be let down in my opinion, because there's no way I see Ryan Garcia in the ring with Vergil Ortiz at 154 pounds August 3rd. I just couldn't imagine that. I just couldn't imagine it. I'm sorry, I couldn't. Man, it sucked for Tszyu that his cut ain't healing properly. You know what I'm saying? Because him in the fight with Vergil, man, that was gonna be a dog fight. That was really gonna be a war of attrition, bro. That was gonna be like, Wills was gonna be tested, grit, dog. You get what I'm saying? Chin, body. You get what I'm saying? Durability, everything was gonna be tested. I think those two dudes was really gonna push each other. That shit was gonna be an entertaining fight. Man, I hope they revisit that when Tszyu healed up. DJ said Ryan was his last fighter when he first signed on. Yeah, and then more recently he spoke again. Bole said, like, you know, like that he ain't taking on no more fighters or something like that. The ones he got is the ones he gonna stick with. So I no surprise there because he did enough. He seemed like a pretty private dude, low key dude. Anyway, like he seemed like he don't give a damn about the spotlight. That's one coach that don't give a damn about the spotlight at all. Derek James got to be a genuine guy, bro. He do not give a damn. He just want to do the work, put you in position to win, get that dub, keep you focused, and keep it moving. He do not care for the extra. You know what I mean? Spider-Man saying, Vada, we trust. He said, in Vada, you trust. Vergil won his get back from 0-3 in the amateurs. Damn, did he lose 3 times to him? Shit, really? Man, beat old Voyage 3 times, eh? Maybe that's why Verge see you August 3rd. Verge didn't give it a second thought. He seen that tweet from Ryan Garcia. He hopped on it immediately. So, yeah, bro want to fight? All right, bet. Say no more, man. Say no more. So they knew what they were doing when they tried to pull Tim in there off that type of fight. Yeah, just another Vergil cancellation. Nothing new. I hate it, though, Bole. You think they did it intentionally, though? Because I think they had real intent on making the fight. I don't think nobody could have anticipated his cut not healing properly. But in terms of another Vergil cancellation, nothing new, I feel you there. At least I don't think, I felt like the intent in making the fight was there. Because you look at Tszyu and his track record, he ain't turning down smoke, right? But it's just, that's the type of unfortunate news you hate to hear, like a cut not healing properly, and then they got to call the fight off. It's kind of whack. It kind of sucks, It kind of sucks. There's people on Twitter keep telling Ryan he can't F with Vergil, and he said he beat him 3 times already. Stop playing with him. Ryan gonna go out there and he gonna sacrifice himself to Vergil. Vergil gonna hurt that boy. Know what I mean? But you never know, man. This is boxing, but I just can't anticipate. I can't anticipate Ryan Garcia beating Vergil Ortiz. I can't anticipate it. You know what I mean? But like I said, anything happens in the sport, bro. Anything is possible. Anything is possible, man. That was a brutal fight. He needed time to heal. That's what I was thinking, though, Bole. That's why when I heard that they was going to go ahead and make that fight, I was more so excited, but I did question that. But my excitement, I think, for wanting to see that fight kind of overrode me giving more thought into his cut. Because I considered, I'm like, damn, that's not too soon. Like, will his cut be good in time? But I mean, I'm guessing it would have had it not, but that was a weird spot. So I guess it's one of those things where you can't really predict. You know what I'm saying? Guess it's one of them because that was a grueling ass fight, a grueling ass 12 rounds, and that wasn't even a cut. That was like a gash, like a slice or something. You know what I mean? His arms are not even illegal to possess, illegal to sell them. Consumption. Oh, MJ was good with puncher's chance with Vergil, I guess. With Vergil and who? Vergil and Ryan? I think Vergil stops Ryan. I think Vergil Ortiz stops Ryan pretty bad, too. Pretty damn bad. I think he stops him pretty bad, y'all. Think so. That left hook was crafted by God. Vergil better stay away. And I think Vergil gonna hurt him, man, because, again, I don't see no early knockouts. I feel like Vergil gonna be sharp, aware enough. Like, again, he got that tight high guard that he fight behind. And he's a very physically imposing guy. He got a pretty good reach. He got a heavy jab. Like, he got like one of those, like a shotgun type jab. Vergil got the kind of jab that'll definitely swell you up, black your eye, bust your nose. You get what I'm saying? Break your nose. Like, he got one of them type of jabs that you just don't want to keep getting hit with over and over with. And that's what it is with Ryan. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is with him. I mean, he'll end up hurting him. I think he'll hurt him. Imagine Ryan doing that count. You see what I'm saying, Teach? Imagine him getting tired in the 4th round against Vergil Ortiz. How that fight gonna look with a guy that pressed the pace like that? You get what I'm saying? Rockman and Lennox, yeah. I remember Lennox was playing with Rockman, and Rockman made him pay, and then Lennox got him back in a rematch. Lennox beat everybody he fought. He had two losses and avenged both of them. You know what I mean? 2 knockout losses, avenged them both. Not saying Ryan beat Vergil 3 times, yeah, in the amateurs. I got Ryan touching that chin. Vergil got hurt by Mean Machine. Mean Machine really could punch too, though, Notch. But I listen, I like y'all optimism, man. Let's keep the conversation going. I'm glad that everybody ain't like Vergil now. Vergil got him. I like to hear that y'all believe Ryan could get him. I mean, look, he had 3 wins over Haney in the amateurs, right? He ended up winning in the pros, right? So I guess I can make that connection if you want. But I think Vergil hurts Ryan, though, respectfully. I do. I think the only way Ryan gets Vergil if he stop him early or something like that. You have to catch him at some point with something he don't see. I just don't know. And again, as the fight wear on, Ryan's conditioning is piss poor, man. He still be fast, but his conditioning and his techniques start slipping. And then he's easier to hit, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see it. Vergil gonna push the pace on Ryan. I'm telling you, deplete that gas tank, he gonna beat his body. I could see him stopping him with a body shot, just like Tank, too. He gonna make Ryan poop himself right in the ring. Vergil got no defense like that to avoid the left hook. The thing is, I don't think you gotta have no crazy defense to avoid the left hook. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta prepare for it and block him. You know what I'm saying? But I see your point. Listen, his speed could be a factor early. You know what I'm saying? But I think as the fight wear on, I think Vergil will catch up to him. I really do. I just don't see no scenario where Ryan beats Vergil right now. You know what I'm saying? Not with that conditioning. You talking about Vergil has very good conditioning. He fights very hard, bro. And everything he throw be like meaningful. And he's pretty accurate as well. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot to like about Vergil, bro. Yeah, give Ryan hell, bro. I think Vergil gonna do Ryan liver. Yo, he gonna punch his liver loose. I'm telling you, Al Booger, what's good, family? How you feeling? Ryan does have DJ in his corner. You know, he do got a little cheat code with DJ. You know what I mean? A little X factor, should I say, with DJ. Haney just take another fight to move on in his life. Tripper Haney should fight, in my opinion, should fight Sandor Martin. Get Sandor Martin out the way. If he, I know they mentioned something about Pitbull, but if in fact you can't get a Pitbull, for me, I would just tell him, I would just think a Sandor Martin makes sense because you just came off a tough fight with a power puncher, and Ryan jumping back in there off a loss with Pitbull would be very gutsy and brave, and I respect it, but I don't suggest that he do that. But you know what I mean? Like the professor and McQueen say, he got Dev being able to win a comfortable decision against him. For me, I just think it's a very dangerous and risky fight coming off a loss, and that type of loss like that. So I would think the road to travel for him, it would make sense to fight Sandor Martin, get a win under your belt, get some confidence back, and then proceed to make the big fights if that's what you want. But at the same token, me as a fight fan, I'm not against seeing him fight Pitbull if that's the fight he can get next. You know what I mean? But it's risky, man. That shit is risky. But I don't feel like he should move on until they all the way, get to the end of the situation. And they right there. You know what I'm saying? They right there at the end of it. So he just got to wait out a little bit more. Like I said, I got a message that it should be some type of announcement put out next week, or ruling. The ruling should be, some type of ruling should be made by next week. Oh, yeah, talking to each other. Salute to everybody. And I smashed it like when Vergil's too big and seasoned for Ryan. That's what I'm saying, GM. Like that left hook shit just not gonna work with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Vergil is no dumb fighter by any stretch. I don't think he's no bad, poor defensive fighter. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say defensive wizard, but I don't think he's no poor defensive fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's smart, intelligent, he hungry, but he fight hard, bro. He'll hurt you. Vergil really hurt you in there. Mainwood was good with it, bro. If Sandor beats Haney, then what? Whew, man, that's a big blow. Gertz, what up? Yeah, that'll hurt, Jermaine. That'll hurt bad, bro. That'll be, and that's the thing. That's the thing about Sandor. It's not like, listen, I favor Haney in that fight, right? I definitely favor him in that fight, but Sandor Martin is just, he's one of those guys that he can make you look bad, even if you beat him. And like I said before, you've seen it with Tszyu. Tszyu just squeaked by him and was questioning himself. It looked suspect, and some people felt like he should have lost and got dropped twice in the fight. You get what I'm saying? So it all depends, man. It's crazy. It's crazy because if he get past him, man, but that's why I say, man, I take that fight, but he got to try to win it impressively. I think, because a shaky performance is just going to lead to more criticism and scrutiny and people being all on his case. So I think that make more sense, man. It's a smarter route in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But who am I to tell him what to do with his career? If he want Pitbull next, go ahead and chase that smoke. But man, could you imagine one of those overhands? You imagine one of them Pitbull overhands. You know he be putting everything into them joints. Man, and he's short, and I could see it landing on the tip of the chin. Oh, my man. That'd be bad. You're not going to tell. I mean, but look, at the same time, I'll say this. We know Pitbull struggle with people that can box and move. Devin Haney definitely can do that. Think about it. I don't necessarily trying to do a triangle theory, but look at Giovanni Cabrera and the issues that he was able to present to Pitbull Cruz. He had him looking sloppy, swinging that air, throwing himself off balance. He was doing a lot in that fight, looking bad. And, you know, Devin could emulate similar style, boxing and moving. Right. Vergil 54. It's tough to say, Mr. Empire, because he had 2 fights there. Like you get what I'm saying? Like I would have loved that question, right? It'd have been easier to answer it had he fought a Tszyu, right? Because right now he only fought the Frederick Lawson guy, and who was the other guy he beat up? But you get what I'm saying? Those guys ain't you know. What was it? Delorme, I think he did filthy. Maul Brooks, what it do, family? So I don't know, but I think he's still one of the more dangerous fighters there. But in terms of where to put him, I just don't know where to quite put him at just yet, because I want to see him in there with somebody that's actually, and all you need is one good fight, somebody that's an actual threat in there. And Tszyu would have been perfect. Versus 0-2 against Ryan. Thought it was 0-3. Somebody say I don't know the record. 0-2, 0-3. That's crazy. That's why I keep saying no, Gertz. I keep saying that was the first one. The second one, yeah, he said that's what happens when you have belts. Oh man, it's all good, man. Y'all, man, we always building. Y'all know y'all the fam. Y'all chopping it up. It be like that, man. Y'all smash the like button. It's all good on this Good Friday. But that'll be, man. I don't know. Print, but it went terribly wrong. Stay with Pitbull. That's very interesting choice to pick. I was thinking maybe because Sandor Martin he feel like it ain't a big fight, and Pitbull just wanna, he beat Roley and his name buzzing, and that would be a meaningful fight for him. Maybe possibly. I think it's Pitbull and Devin Haney a pay-per-view fight. I think that's a pay-per-view, because that's what my thinking is when you call out guys like that. Or maybe that's his effort to start chasing the rest of the titles. I don't know what the real thought process is behind the Pitbull call out. But that is interesting, that the direction. You fought a Gamboa, you know what I mean? You fought Ryan, and you would be fighting a Pitbull. Interesting choice of opponents. That'd be a third common opponent with Tank. Man, because losing to him, that'd be all wrong. That could be the worst thing that happened to him in that fight, is getting knocked out by Pitbull. Worst thing that could happen to him. Worst thing that could happen to his career, man. He ain't gonna know where to go. He get knocked out by Pitbull. I don't know where the hell he go. But I ain't saying 100% he do, man. Like I said, he got the boxing ability and the discipline to be able to box. But we got to see how he look coming off that loss. We really got to watch and see. Like I said, I think he can return to form, but he's going to have to be smart with his opponent selection. I ain't saying be scared, duck smoking, cherry picking, nothing like that. But he's going to have to be smart. Them calculated risks that he know how to take, he's going to have to take more of them. Like I said, man, you got to be smart. That's your career, jumping right back in there with another power puncher and exactly the smartest move. But like I said, I could respect it. I could respect it for sure. Say, what are the predictions for 5 versus 5? Man, y'all know I got to rock with my guy, Wilder. No, I got to rock with Wilder against Zang. I like Zang too, but I think Wilder needs this knockout, man. I think he can get it. I like Wilder. I like Ray Ford over Ball. I like Ammo Williams over what's his name? Shiraz. Hamza Shiraz or something like that. And who else? We got Beevil. I know Beevil gonna be his guy. And then we got in one more fight that's weak, and I don't think I really know them other two. But I think Matchroom for the whole could end up on the good side of the 5 versus 5. Like I said, Wilder, Wilder, Ford, Ammo. I like them. I'm looking forward to them fights the most. I think Beaver gonna handle his guy. I don't know who the hell that replacement dude is, but he ain't much. 12 threes, what it do, family? How you feeling? And Zang got down at 70 pounds on Wilder. That might get ugly. You know, Wilder always fighting at that disadvantage, though. I just think, I look at it like this, right? And I'm being optimistic when it comes to Wilder. Let me be very, very clear. I understand how difficult of a fight this might be. I know that very well. It's a very good chance that he could lose this fight. You get what I'm saying? Given where he at in his career. But the optimistic guy in me rocking with Wilder as a fighter, I still do believe that he has a very good opportunity to win this fight. Why? Zang is up there in age. He's getting older. He's not no fleet-footed guy. He's not no super fast guy, no defensive wizard or nothing like that. Throw some very straight punches, very strong. Could take a decent shot as well, but I know he could be hurt. Wilder could hurt anybody with that right hand. I think he's kind of there to be hit, and he has gas tank issues, like I was saying. So I think the longer the fight goes, it kind of tips in Wilder's favor, and I believe it won't be. He's going to be there for a right hand or two, I believe, man. I don't think he'll be the hardest guy for Wilder to find in the ring. Get what I'm saying? So just on paper and just, looking at what Zang bring is very dangerous fight. He could get knocked out in this fight. You know what I'm saying? But he can also stretch this guy. He's more athletic. He should be faster than Zang, lighter, so he should be able to move a bit better on his feet and kind of run Zang into one of them right hands. Like I said, he ain't no crazy defensive wizard or nothing like that, and he gets hit. And something that could potentially work in Wilder's favor is we just seen Big Bang Zang come off a fight where he didn't let his hands go that much. You get what I'm saying? We just seen a fight where he didn't let his hands go that much. He ended up losing. So his punch output ain't crazy. So I think like with the right game plan, the right strategy, Wilder has the legs to be able to kind of, utilize the ring a bit. I ain't saying, be some damn fleet-footed boxer, but he's the better mover out of the two. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be lighter on his feet, easier for him to move, and I think set traps. And I think he bring his jab with him, man. It'd be cool to see him even mixing some body shots. I always wanted to see what Wilder fights would look like had he went to guys' bodies early in the fight. You know what I mean? Because that dude just flat out got God-given power, man. If you constantly punching somebody in their stomach, you remember when, what was it, the third Fury fight, I think it was, when he came out jabbing to the body, and Fury looked like he was caught off guard by it. Wilder was going to his body. I think that shit is a recipe to hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? Not really watering down the sport. He just a circus to a certain degree. He a lot, you know what I'm saying? Tough fight to judge. Yeah, I'm going bomb squad. Yeah, it's definitely a tough fight. Like, I'm acknowledging how difficult I think it could be for him, but there's some things about Zang that gives me confidence that Wilder can catch him, right? He not gonna move the way I think Joseph Parker was able to do. And Wilder done cut them damn dreads. I don't know something about dreads at a late age. He can cut the hair. I don't feel like his strength was in his hair. You know what I'm saying? He was bomb squad with or without the hair. So it ain't going to be a Keith Thurman moment. But again, I do think just need to simplify the game plan. Like I don't want to see like an information overload type of situation. It seemed like that's what we seen with his fight against Parker. Like it just seemed like he was processing so many things in there that he just didn't pull the trigger. Looked like he was thinking a lot. You get what I'm saying? And I get it, trying to, box more. And I just think he need to be him. He need to be Wilder. You know what I'm saying? And that's just be, whip that jab out there, run a guy into some or set up that right hand, create that opening. And remember, and he needs to keep in mind that he only, like his motto, I only need to be perfect for 3 seconds. Guys be having to be perfect for a whole fight. So Because any false move by Zang, that could be his ass. And like I said, he's not the fastest guy. And just seeing what he just did in his last fight, not throwing a lot of punches, he only a bit older in this fight. So he's getting older. So I think Wilder might have some things that's on his side. You know, Zang gonna be bigger, but that's always the case with Wilder, right? I don't think he's ever the bigger guy weight-wise. So ain't nothing new to him. Just stretch his big ass. You know what I'm saying? Keep him at distance with that long ass jab. Whip that jab in his face. I say steal some body shots early. Get your head off the line because he throws straight punches, man. He could hurt you. Zang got a good punch on him. With that spin move. Yeah, I seen it. I seen him doing the spin move. And Wilder is a character, man. Gotta love him, man. He giving it another go, man. And I'm rocking with him. Like I said, I think he could catch Zang. I really do. I think he could catch Zang with something. Thing got slow feet. He ain't gonna be able to put the rush on Wilder like Parker did. Also, Wilder had better kills when he had the baldy. Yeah, I'm telling you, he was stretching dudes, man, stretching it. So, and he said if he lose, he retiring. He said if he lose, he gonna retire. So, I think he might be motivated for this fight, bro. He didn't have a good showing in his last one. It's a lot of people, not everybody. It's a lot of people counting him out. A lot of people think he can't do it. That shit might motivate him. You know what I'm saying? People think he can't find that hunger. They think he cooked. I don't know, man. Loss might motivate him, man. Loss might motivate him. So we're gonna see. Zang got slow feet. He ain't gonna be able to put the rush on Wilder like Parker did. You see what I'm saying? Rome. And I think even if he tried, I think it could be met with the right resistance. You know what I'm saying? Catching coming in with that 1-2. Imagine if Zang run into a 1-2 trying to press or something. And it's a flush one. You know what I mean? Land that jab and put that right hand behind it. And Zang don't get out of the way, get his head off the line in time, man. I could see Wilder getting a knockout. I really could. I could see him getting a knockout. But we gonna see, man. It ain't gonna be easy. Zang he ain't coming to lay down. But like I said, I was picking him to win his last fight, and he fell short. He just didn't. He didn't seem to get out of second gear or something. He fought very like lethargic, I guess. Like he didn't fight with no sense of urgency. He was just like going through the motions, almost like accepting defeat. Like, you know, losing these rounds, but continue to go out there and kind of do the same thing round after round and lose them. So I don't know. He's shown me an ability to fall into patterns, bad patterns and habits. So maybe Wilder could pull that out of him too. Wilder win, Big Baby Anderson in 6. You got Big Baby get my boy Wilder out 6. That fight sound too good to be true. Like, but I hear them presented if Wilder can win. So I don't know. The 5-on-5 tomorrow gonna be lit, man. It's gonna be a good one. I just hope that they really consider doing more of these, and this is not a one-off, because I think it's a good idea for boxing. I think more fighters could get behind the idea of doing like a 5-on-5. Shit, why should they stop at Matchroom in Queensberry? You know what I mean? Shit, top ranked Golden Boy, like, you know what I mean? Whoever. Start putting people up against each other. It'd be dope. Stable versus stable. Your best 5 on your stable, or 5 of your best against 5 of my best. I think that's dope. What does Malik Scott gets paid to do? Wilder still look the same. I think I mean, look, it's tough, man. Being boxing news, what's good with the family? It's tough with them, right? Because I mean, you see the things that they're working on, but like I said, the only thing I can say from the outside looking in, I guess, is just a matter of simplifying some of that stuff. Like, you can't, you know, you only need to take some of that with them, you know what I'm saying? Or go back to the basics, man. Jabbing, setting up the right hand, not just telegraphing and things like that, man. Working yourself into the fight, boxing and moving. You know what I mean, how you did with the Stavern fight. You get what I'm saying? How you did with the Stavern fight. Kirk Douglas said he's gonna fight the same fight while they're getting KO'd. Could, man. It's possible, bro. It's a real chance. Ryan don't want that Vergil smoke. Yeah, I think he being a little bit too brave right there with that one being. I don't think he really want that fight. It's like Makachev could pull it off. Makachev is nice, bro. Sonny he said, why don't get her bad? Just do. Probably called Wilder. will get caught too. Yeah, shit. I mean, I thought Zang was gonna win his last fight. He damn sure didn't. So again, I think this is a fight that really can go either way. Again, Wilder can land that right hand is what I'm saying. I don't think he is good a mover as Joseph Parker, right? I think Joseph Parker is obviously a much better mover than he is. And I think it's going to be easier, I think, in my opinion. I don't want to say like it's easier, but not as difficult to find Zang in there as it was to find. You get what I'm saying? And so let's real the fight out of him. I don't know. I mean, because it's like, look at it this way. You know what I mean? It's tough to say because since then you got what, 2 fights, right? You got one with Helenius, one with Parker. We obviously seen him a lot longer in Parker, so we feel like, you know, that's really who he is versus him knocking out Helenius. So for me, right, I'm big on doing math, right, and looking at the full body of work. So more importantly, when you come to Wilder, you just want to judge him off the fight since the losses, right? You want to, one, he won by knockout. The other one, he just didn't look so good. So I look at it like this. It's simple for me. He still looks like a guy that is able to recapture that moment and still land that shot. He's shown you the ability to still be able to do that and you know, present that moment for himself, create that moment for himself, right? Because he did it with Helenius. I know that, you know, Zang ain't Helenius, but like I said, you got 2 fights since coming out of them Fury situations, and he's 1-1. So one, he didn't look good. One, he showed you what Wilder really is with the right hand still, right? So, you know what I mean? It's like I'm 50-50 on if he can get it done or not. Like, but I'm rocking with him the whole way. You know what I mean? 50-50 chance, should I say. Melanin Queen, peace and blessings. How you feeling? So Dustin to win. Yeah, Makhachev, man. Oh, yeah, I definitely think he can pull it off, though. I do. Dustin been around for a minute, but I think that Makhachev guy definitely might win. PBC versus Top Rank. Tank versus Cool versus Shushu Barrios versus Brian Norman, Brandon Figg versus Ray Vargas, Amon versus Navarrete. Man, you're talking. Or I wish it was Roach versus Oshaki Foster because they was going back and forth. Roach and Oshaki Foster was going back and forth. You know what I mean? And Navarrete lost, so remember he beltless, I think, now. After losing a Baranchik. Mr. 1000, a new PD Ryan might get Ortiz. Yeah, he might get that Ortiz treatment. It's going to get spooky for him in there. Ortiz going to mess around and do something to him. Ortiz going to mess around and do him one. It ain't going to be good for him. Mike versus Jake postponed. Yeah, I heard something. Mike has something going on with his health. Roach and Foster definitely got to get on. Facts, Al Booger, that's the fight right there. For me, that's one of them at least to make. That's definitely one of them to make for sure. My bad. They should just go ahead and cancel it. Yeah, man, at this stage, especially with Mike having health scares, like, I mean, why even risk it at this stage? Is it even worth it to risk it? You get what I'm saying? Is it even worth it to risk it right now? I thought I had it in here. Where Ryan and Dev was going back and forth a little bit on Twitter again. Ryan told Dev, man, you better shut up before you beat his ass again. Can replace Navarrete for Timu Loma and add Foster. Everybody got a title. Yes, sir, you definitely could. The Timu Loma was crazy. Verse Havoc said, Jake better call Tommy Fury to say today. Now running back with the old Tommy. The only guy to beat him. I don't know, man. Tommy might mess around, stretch his ass. Tommy mess around and beat him again, realistically. But I feel like if it's really a health situation with Mike, man, I don't know. Part of me feel like they should just go ahead and call it off because it ain't that deep. It ain't that serious to me. Like, that shit ain't no make or break. That I gotta see that fight. It's not no make or break. Not right. Still got his belt at 130 if he decide to go back down. I think he's staying his ass up though. He better, but he better fix it. He got some holes in his game, bro. He got some stuff he gotta fix, bro. Man, Navarrete, like, I do not know how he fought all the way up into the record he got. Like, seeing him fight, if seeing him when he fought Baranchik, if that would have been the first time you seen him fight, there's no way you would have thought he was the guy that they say he was. No way. I think there was Tim Bradley was talking like Hall of Fame stuff or something like that about Navarrete. Man, that dude he ain't look like it to me. I'm sorry, he don't look like it to me. The bad idea in the first place. Yeah, replace him, yo. I think replace him, B-Dog. If they want to keep the show going, replace him and fight somebody more your age, bro. Navarrete got to fight Albert Bell. I like that fight. I think Albert Bell will chip him. I think Albert Bell would be too sharp for him, I think he's just too wide and sloppy and predictable. Like Baranchik, like that shit. I know he was seeing some of them punches from a mile away. But even Baranchik, that was an ugly fight. They styles do not mesh. I would never want to see them fight each other again. Man, that was an ugly fight. That was the matter of fact. I remember that being the worst fight of the day, worst fight of the card for sure. Definitely was. That was the worst one. Yeah. Some Hall of Fame stuff or something like that. Yeah. Talking about Navarrete, bro. Then he get in there and look like that. Man, he just got like, I don't even know if to call it amateur tendencies, but he just got some bad habits, really bad habits, bad technique. He throws these really wide punches, and then he looked very slow. He looked out of shape. He had love handles. It was a lot going on with him. I ain't like how he looked. He looked bad. He looked bad, bro. He didn't look good at all. But yeah, Tim Bradley nut ass said some shit like that, Hall of Fame or something to that effect. That's what he said. I'm like, man, you got to show me. I need to see something different. As soon as he get to 35, first fight up there, he just looked like some stir fry. I'm like, yeah. And that's not the first time. It's like since I've been watching him, he ain't been looking that good. Conceição gave him hell. I almost felt like he should have got the nod, but he didn't. Like it was crazy, man. Crazy. He should have got the nod. Try to move him to 135 and get exposed, but it happened anyway. Yeah, he tried to take his time with it. Kenny said Navarrete definitely a same fighter, but that style matchup just made an ugly ass fight for sure, fam. Appreciate you stopping through. You smashed the like button. We're gonna cook for a little bit more on this Good Friday. I ain't gonna do 4 hours today. We gonna rock out though. While we're here, neither Navarrete or Tszyu Loma should have won the belt. Yeah, Tszyu Loma was looking sus in that fight too. That's why I say he fooled for Keyshawn. They mentioned Keyshawn, he fooled for him. I think Keyshawn a doing man. Prime example, Tyron having the best matchmaker in boxing. He's definitely been a true beneficiary of some very strategic matchmaking, Mr. Improv, if I might not say so myself. But he was getting guys out of there. He just like he's slipping or something. Like I don't know. It's just like they got him figured out. Fight Shakur like he was supposed to. No, he don't want to do that boxing dad. What it do, family? I wouldn't mind seeing it, Rome, because it'd get chopped up. But I wouldn't mind seeing it because, like you say, he's supposed to fight him. Why not? He's been supposed to fight him. Yeah, that Tszyu Loma got me next gen. He wild. Bro, keep calling it. Hey, he ain't forgetting to say it. Tszyu Loma. Call it Diddy's Baranchik to Tszyu Loma, bro. Man, that's funny. Zach B, what's good, family? How you feeling, bro? What's good with it? Yeah, man, the Tszyu Loma ain't it. He gonna get his ass handed to him. I think when he step in there with a top guy, if that's what he do, he got a belt, so he in position. Somebody should want to fight him, and like I said, feed him to Keyshawn. Keyshawn get past damn, I forgot dude name he fighting, but he get past him. Modueno or something like that. His name is. He get past him, then he should have no problem. They should have no. Who the hell is that? Sorry, they should have no problem feeding him. He's showing. Okay, it be loud as hell. Did y'all see? Man, speaking of the 5-on-5, I was talking about Raymond Ford fighting. Did y'all see Raymond Ford and Tszyu going at it on X or Twitter? Who caught that? Did anybody in here catch that? Did y'all catch Twitter with Raymond Ford and my boy Tszyu going at it? Team Muloma losing his next fight. Yeah, if it's a top guy, I think this is a top guy. He fooled, man. He's just holding that belt. He's just holding that belt hostage right now. You know what I mean? He's just keeping that warm for somebody at this point. Just keeping it warm, bro. He's just keeping it warm. Tyson Paul postponed. Yeah, they should just go ahead and kind of do away with it, bro. He too old, bro. Like if he having health scares and stuff like that, it's like what's the reasoning? Is it that deep? Like I'm pretty sure they can find Jake Paul another opponent. And I know Mike ain't pressed for no money, so which I don't think he is. So I don't, you know what I mean? Is it really even worth really trying to postpone it, put yourself through a grueling training camp and then fight? Like at this age, is it even worth it? Side parts 4 wasn't telling no lies, but definitely 27-year-old prospect. Who you talking about? Tszyu? Yeah, I seen he's low-key cooking Tszyu. I got the little clip. I gotta let me mute it because it has some music. I'm gonna pull it up. Out the N-word calling each other X social media. That's why you hear me. I be saying ninja. You hear me? I try not to say that up here. That's why I don't refer to nobody in my chat as that. Like it's bad enough we be saying it, but I try not to do it when I'm up here for sure. Rain getting up out of there, out of 126 before Monster get there. Jorge Faints, JBT family, what's good with it? Elisa Feliciano, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Yeah, I hate it too. I think it's just a matter of understanding how it looked to a certain degree, Jermaine. I don't think they be realizing it. Just young and full of like energy and you know, anger and testosterone, should I say. They just be wanting to go at it. But I try my best, like, not to talk like that a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to like get it, you know, all the way around the board, but I definitely make sure I don't say that too much when I'm in here. I don't know about Tszyu beating any champion. Oh, somebody asked me about Tszyu and anyway. Look, it's very early for that, but with the right fights, the right seasoning and experience, man, that's what it's all about for Tszyu. Nobody, based off what I see, if he's on to stay on that path and continue to improve with the right fights and right experience, man, he could be a tough fight for anybody. That kid can fight, bro. He really like that. Did you see his last couple fights, man? Dude be beating ass, bro. Tszyu really can scrap out there. I mean, he really could scrap, man. He really could. He got the goods, man, and he's a smart fighter. You get what I'm saying? You got to listen to him speak. He really smart, man. That's a smart dude. That's a smart guy, man. You could tell he studied the game. You could tell he's a student of the game. You could tell he put in the actual work and don't cut corners. I like it. Yeah, that's why I be saying ninjas. I be trying not to say. I know they be going off on each other with that. But I guess it's like it's a matter of growing up, Jermaine. You know what I mean? Still young and just growing up and knowing better and being aware of how that makes you look. Like there's just too many words in a vocab to go so hard with that one. But force of habit, man. Bad habits picked up as kids, man. A lot of us picked it up. I feel like the older I get, the more I try to stray away from it. Like you don't want every other word coming out your mouth is ninja this, ninja that. You know what I'm saying? I make sure y'all smash the like button if y'all haven't. But because Espinoza got the Bob belt in WBO, he definitely not beating him. Yeah, Espinoza is a big, tall ass guy too, man. Big, tall ass dude. He gonna make some good fights too, man. I tell you what, shit. After Robisi fight his next fight, Robisi is fighting. Damn, who he fighting? I forgot. Abraham Nova fighting Andre Cortez or something. I forgot who Robeisie's supposed to be fighting, but I would like to see the rematch between him and Espinoza. I really would, bro. I really would. I mean, as good as that fight was, I wonder why they ain't consider that. I would love to see that rematch. I really would. That was a hell of a fight, and I really think it's one Robeisy could win. I do. I just think in some of these fights, he's been straying away from his boxing and trying to be more of a puncher and, you know, be more physically imposing. I think it been putting him in trouble earlier than normal. And I think that's how he ended up losing this fight. I mean, it was very entertaining, but I think he could have approached it differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been saying that for a couple of fights. Even with the Nova fight, he got Nova up out of there with that knockout. But I felt like he was pushing it. You know what I mean? He was pushing it. He was always trying to get guys out of there. You see his last few fights, that's how he been fighting. So if he'd have had that approach in the Olympics, man, he damn sure wouldn't have won no gold medal. I mean, he need to show that boxing ability, that hit and not get hit type of ability that he showed as an Olympian. Do some of this shit that got you a gold medal in the pros, being sharp defensively, making people miss, hitting guys. You get what I'm saying? Instead of just trying to walk in there and you know what I mean? I get it. He in a pro game and he's trying to entertain, right? He's trying to entertain, but you don't want to sacrifice your boxing skill to be entertaining, right? You don't want to be entertaining to your own detriment, or do you? So, true to my baby girl, the queen, Miss Just Do. How you feeling, baby girl? The fight card is on Saturday. Fire for sure. It is. The 5v5 is live, man. I'm liking what Matchroom got over there. I'm liking what Matchroom. I hope Wilder. Didn't they make Wilder the main event? I hope he stretched Zang, and I like Zang, but I hope he stretched. I want to see them get a clean sweep on their side. But it's one fight that I don't know. I don't know who one of them fights is on that side. But Beevil should be his guy. That's the only thing. Beevil should be his guy. But I feel like Ray Ford, Ammo, and Wilder need to get the damn thing done. Salute to my brother Al Booger gifting that membership, man. Much love. Always supporting the grind, man. Salute to him being a champion.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to Al Booger. Yeah, Wilder vs. Zang is the main event. Right. They made the main event. Look, man, Wilder got to steal the show, bro. He got to steal the show. Y'all didn't hit the like button. Hit the like button. We almost at 100. I know we can hit the 100 goal, you know, on this Friday. On this Good Friday. But I hope they get a 5 versus 5 like that. USA Mexico is a good idea. I think they should really do it. If Turkey Al-Sheikh could pull that off, man, I respect it, man. I really rock with it. If he can pull that off. Why is it doing that? Facebook always tripping. When Miss Do speaks, I listen. That's love, man. I appreciate you. I see it, man. Salute to everybody that continues to support the grind, man. Much love to y'all, man. I'm not going to be here as long as I'm typically here. It's a light day on a Friday. Who's be texting me the whole time I'll be live? Sending me DMs. But yeah, man, just to wrap up, man, we getting closer to the end of this whole PD saga with Ryan. It really ain't no Devin. Devin ain't involved in it. He just was a victim in this situation at this point. But they saying the ruling should be out by next week. Like I said, I got from a solid source that's been solid since day one that we looking at a 60 to 60 to 120 day suspension potentially. But like I said, if he can't prove his case, then I could see it going to my baby girl gift and membership. I could see it him facing a more lengthy suspension. But something just tell me like, I don't know. I don't see him getting a real long ban and nothing like that. I see it being something short and him being able to move on. You know what I mean? And hopefully the truth hurry up and come out and for the betterment of boxing and a better Devin Haney in his career. Like I said, maybe he'll have some type of peace within once he able to sit down and think about it, if in fact it ain't nothing intentionally being done with it, right? Like, you know what I mean? I think still part of him is always gonna feel like that he been cheated, but I feel like I said before, for me, if he ain't you know, if they can't prove that, and if it's contamination, that's just what it is. But seeing him challenge Vergil on social media is pretty funny, bro. Like that'd be a crazy fight. You just never know with Ryan. He a trick bag. You can't get a good read on him. You never know what he's gonna do.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
LetsBuild and fax machine in the building. Was good with it, bro? How you feeling? You think it'll be a no contest? Not if it's contamination, I don't think, next gen. I think if it's contamination, I think it's gonna stay as is. And Ryan gonna get slapped on the wrist as he should with a person that didn't intentionally do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. But I just can't wait till the truth come out so we can get to the bottom of it and people can make peace with the situation. You know what I mean? I'll do it, do. I didn't even see that. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, crazy. So yeah, I don't see it, man. I think Devin at the end of the day gonna have to chalk it up as a loss. He gonna have to find a way to make peace with the fact that he has something in the system at all, right? But again, I don't know. Maybe it's the man in him would be able to see that, he just took something that was contaminated. But I just feel like a part of him ain't gonna believe him no matter what. I don't think he's gonna believe him. Peace and bless. Salute to the queen, Miss Joette, in the super chat. She said, "Bomb squad all day," in all caps too. I would never bet against Wilder. Man, I love that comment. Talk to him. We ain't betting against Bomb Squad.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
And salute to everybody again, man. Like I always say this, man. Y'all see anybody with the JVT, they the family, man. Rock out with any of them as content creators. But I tell y'all, I call LetsBuild the fax machine for a reason. I'm gonna keep saying this. Everybody gonna keep getting their just due as much as I can. Y'all go check them out if y'all haven't. I get a lot of solid, real good, credible information from him, and he don't never steer me wrong. So, like I said, man, that's the guy to tap into, because I know this chat, y'all like real information and solid people. That's one of them. Is information always accurate. He do his due diligence, his homework. He talk to the right people, and he stay on top of this boxing shit. Very, very informed, bro. Very informed, man. Always dropping good information in my lap, man. So I appreciate my guy, Doug, man. Salute to my baby girl saying we ain't never got a box again, but Alba ain't gonna outdo me. Support. I want my baby to go and be great and his channel be huge. Yes, you know it, man. We had a great. We had a good week, man. We had a great.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my baby girl, showing love as always. Ace, always pray for love. That's my guy right there. Always showing love. Always. We getting there, man. We getting there. We cracked it, the 9K mark, and we still going. We had like 9K and I don't know, like 20 something. Almost 30 more. So that came pretty fast. We just gonna keep building. Y'all know how we do. But we had to talk about this, man. So and the saga continue. Oh yeah, and then like bro said, a ruling should be out next week for that dude. So I think we'll get the answers that we need, and we'll be able to close the chapter on this and continue to talk about these matchups. If he was to end up going in there with Vergil Ortiz, look, more power to him. I would respect the hell out of it. But I'll tell you what, one final thing I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I got ammo, bro. I got ammo, Bole. I definitely got ammo. I think ammo could stretch him, man. I think ammo could get him. I really do. What I was gonna say, I feel like yeah, Haney gonna have to revisit some things. He gonna have to revisit some things and answer some questions if in fact this is contamination. Like I said, that statement that he put out was gonna end up to come back to haunt him. And I'm gonna play it real quick because y'all remember when he went on the ESPN.
WBC 140-pound champ Devin
I
Haney with us
remember
once
this
again on
ESPN
SportsCenter.
interview.
So
And
Garcia
I thought this was
denies
very
the
telling
doping.
right here.
What are your thoughts on the denial?
I mean,
The
of
very
course.
first,
I
the
mean,
early part that he said.
whoever got caught doping and admit it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have been the first in history. So,
how would you describe what you felt in the ring? Was there anything unusual that you sensed?
I mean, I can't really say that. I knew that it was a tough fight, obviously. I'm a special kind of fighter, so I never fought, and a guy has been that much better than me. I never been overmatched like that, and I've been in there with the best fighters in the world. So,
Yeah. See?
I felt like something was up, but I didn't want to make any excuses or be that guy. At the end of the day. So I put it in Allah's hands, and I said, you know what? He was a better man. He was a better man that night, and I'll go back to the drawing board and figure out what's next. But it definitely had me questioning a lot of things, my preparation, my trainers, my team, myself. But that's what a loss will do to you in general.
Now that the allegations are there.
And that's true, man. So that's just that's the important part of what he was saying. Never been in there with somebody that was you never been overmatched like that, been in there with somebody that was that much better than you. And that's why I say those words gonna come back to sting a little bit differently if it in fact finds out it's contamination. Like, you can try to force yourself to believe, yeah, it's not, and he was just cheating the whole time. But I think he'll be doing himself a disservice in terms of his career. I think you're bound to repeat the same mistakes if you can't acknowledge the ones that you made and you can't be real with yourself. And I think a lot of fighters sometimes at points in their careers get in their own way by having the wrong people around them, not having the people that are telling them the right things and really, being honest and letting them know, like, bro, you ain't doing as good as you think you are. You need to improve in X, Y, and Z. Like, you need to improve at X, Y, and Z. So that's where he at with it. Like, when he say he questioned preparation and the team and things like that, those are really, like, that's what a loss to do. That's real. That's real common, but you need to, really figure out what went wrong. And it's more than just Osterine is all I've been saying. So, well, I hope he's able to go back to the drawing board, work those kinks out, figure those things out, get better, get back to it. Salute to my baby girl back in the super chat. She said, if y'all get just to 10K, he said we got a baby number for us. We getting a dog? And one more time, just we ain't never got a box again. Now it's time for me to get my just to you. Terrible. That's how you got 3 now.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
All right, salute to my baby girl. Definitely like everything on McDonald's, man. Yeah, he's a pretty big kid, man. Oh man, that was one more thing that I was gonna play, because salute to my brother Jay Hardcore. He had a video and he did that, posted a bill reacting to somebody asking him about the documentary and if he's seen it or not. I think I got that in here. Hold on, give me a second. I might sound second. Let me see something. I think I got it. I think I got it. Let me see. Hold on. William Haney. William Haney. William Haney. Yes, 10K subs. We gonna get there.
Yeah. My time is not till 6. All right, well, tell me. What's up, champ? Nah, I ain't no. My name is Bill Haney, man.
What's up, Bill?
What's up?
Somebody said like Mr. Baxter.
You tell me. Did you see that documentary?
Oh, that's so rating.
It's the Haney deception. No, I haven't seen it. Tell me about it.
Back up in
You
between
go check
fights.
it out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna jump
that
back
was
in your live.
early.
I
That
want
was
you to give me your
fast.
perspective on it. I think it got some gems in there.
Fast too.
I was a Haney fan. I'm kind of disappointed it was in there. Okay. Hey, well, what was you disappointed in, King? Talk to me.
Look a little
It seems like, a lot of them, you know how the internet is. You can't believe everything on the internet. You know, a lot of them just be clickbait. A lot of it be clickbait, but this shit wasn't clickbait. It's some facts in this documentary, man. Talk to me. You got me on the phone. You got about weight bullying and all that. But I'm saying you got me actually on the phone. You can ask me. Tell me what's in the documentary. Ask me. I just told you they talking about weight bullying, PEDs. How y'all got your boy the dude who came over from baseball cheating. The snack nigga, the nigga off snack. Okay, but I'm saying this. Have you heard my story? No, where yours at? It's on the internet.
He said,
have you heard anything about my story or anything about me? You know anything about me? Nah, the only thing I know is we see on the internet. I don't know you personally. Okay, well, I don't think nobody, from my background.
That's why I'm playing this video, Al Booger.
Any of that bullshit that
he
they
gonna
talking
talk about
bring in somebody to manipulate a test and do all this other shit and pay off somebody and pay off some fights and shit. Come on, my guy. You know what I'm saying? You know our culture. You know me. I mean, the fuck how can I do any of that shit? I mean, money is power. You got money. Okay, but I'm saying is money is power to do what? Everything. Money makes the world go round. If you got the right dollar amount, you can pay anybody to do anything you need. If the price is right. You agree or disagree? No. Oh, come on, man. You a smart man, bro. You're a smart man. You know. What I'm saying is I don't believe that you can do everything with money because we've had money and look at the condition that we are in as black people right now. Have our condition changed? We still hating on each other. We still don't own nothing. So how is money going to change for us? We don't own shit. We don't own no networks. Listen, we don't own no networks, no radio station, no television station. We don't own nothing, King. I don't own no. That's true. Listen, I don't own no lab. I don't own none of that shit. You see what I'm saying? I hear you. I just asked, did you see it? What was your perspective on it, man? Yeah, but I haven't seen it. But what I'm saying is that's accurate.
You know it.
Saying that. And went and fought. We fought on the contracted weight. How can you bully? You're able to get whatever size that you want. Whatever size. There's no contract. There's no rehydration. There's no nothing. If you get on the scale and you're 135 pounds, then if you want to be 200, when you get in there, that's fine. If you want to be 145, that's fine. There's no contracted weight. Okay, look, whatever size that you want. Whatever size. There's no contract. There's no rehydration. There's no nothing. If you get on the scale and you're 135 pounds, then if you want to be 200, when you get in there, that's fine. If you want to be 145, that's fine. There's no contract.
We're going to run it back again.
There's no nothing. If you get on the scale and you're 135 pounds, then if you want to be 200, when you get in there, that's fine. If you want to be 145, that's fine. There's no contracted weight. Okay, look, my son, I'm in Vegas. My son box out here, and I'll be following that shit because I gotta learn the ins and outs. I want to be intelligent as you are on the boxing game, and I think that's a disadvantage. When a man step in there, you gonna got no rehydration clause. You coming in at 140, but then before the fight you 165. That's a clear disadvantage for trained athletes. Okay, but how much do you weigh?
You telling this somebody that just got on his live. It's like one of the
so how hard do you think it's gonna be for you to get down to 135 pounds? It's gonna be extremely hard. I probably wouldn't be able to do it. So you probably wouldn't be able to do it. So that's what I'm saying is that's what you got to give athletes the credit for if they can go do it, because it is extremely hard to do. You see what I'm saying? Instead of pointing the finger like your son go make the weight, and then he go eat whatever weight he goes up to, right? As long as he made the weight for the fight. You can't say, okay,
I
well, it's 10
respect you
pounds or
making the
5
weight, but
pounds,
I
because how
don't.
do you gauge it?
I respect the guy making the weight, but I don't respect the guy having to blow up like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially the way he's saying, if you get on the scale and you weigh 135, you want to weigh 200 when you get in the ring, that's okay. No, it ain't okay. No, the hell it ain't. What the hell? You're making it worse. And this is why I say, man, you got to limit your exposure sometimes, because you end up saying a bunch of shit that sound crazy. Jew Division, my bro, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? He sound crazy. Like, man, what you mean? Like, ain't no contracted weight, bro. What? The new Haney fan talking from contract weight. Like, yeah, you already know, Kai Sports. You hit it right on the head, bro. Now it's the contract weight. So if you blow up, you weigh 140 and you blow up to 180, 200, that's cool. Like, I don't think so personally. I think that's very risky, and it could be dangerous and detrimental to your health and or career. But let's just continue. We getting towards the end.
Like I say, with trained athletes, man, you put me in a ring at 205 where somebody that's 205 that's trained, and he come in without a rehydration clause at 250. I mean, that's a clear advantage. We already do this for a living. Like I say, they trained athletes, man.
But it would be to my advantage to bring you down to 140 pounds.
Absolutely.
See what I'm saying? So it's you can say that it's an advantage either way. But when you contractually signed up to fight at a particular weight, right? You're the champion at that weight, then that's what you signed up for. That's what you come in as. So don't let them fool you into believing what you signed.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Once he makes the weight, okay, put it this way. There's no place in amateur boxing, throughout amateur boxing, once you get on the scale, what you come in and fight at is whatever you fight at.
Facts. So let me ask you this: Why Devin? Like I say, bro, I'm a Devin fan. This ain't from hate. I want to understand why Devin going to ESPN making the weight a thing. Then it's 3 pounds.
No, what he said was that when you take off those last 3 pounds, and you really do it for the sport, you do it for the belt, and you have someone that initially said that they're signing up for that fight and then don't do it. He says, and then if the fight is off, but you did all this build up for the fight, you trained, you did everything, and just to say now you're not going to fight, you know what I'm saying? He felt
Gianni Legion was good with it.
That's not something that you should do contractually. If you signed up, this is what we're doing, then let's man up and let's do what we said we're gonna do.
Oh, man, hey. I mean, you good with words too. So
you say, you good with words.
I'm good at a whole lot of shit. You know what I mean? Like just not just
when he
words.
told me good at words, that's that slick.
You know what I mean? But I'm also not good at certain things, though, King.
They'll just be trying to have fun, bro.
That was all the document.
I really see him as an innocent guy that's just having fun, pushing his son, promoting, talking shit, interacting with the fans. He having fun with this shit.
I mean, that's part of it. That's part of it. I mean, you know, they got
many people, promoters and stuff, fathers and sons and trainers gonna make themselves ready and available to talk to people that they don't know and actually give them the time of day. And if you don't disrespect him, he really have a conversation.
I was confused. It did break my heart a little bit when I see him. They showing him saying all these fighters. Lomachenko, I was there at that fight. Like I said, I live in Vegas, and they showing at the weigh-in him calling these other fighters small. He coming in way bigger than these fighters. But then Ryan coming in just a little bigger.
I don't dislike him. I don't. He don't piss me off.
And it's being made a big deal.
Serious. Man, just be having fun. He always smile. He'll talk mad shit and sit right there and hit you with $1 million.
I don't know Ryan.
That's why I said this. That wasn't in the documentary. Because remember when Floyd did this?
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
I mean, from my perspective, again, like I said, I don't know none of these people. From my perspective, it seemed like he took advice from Floyd to come in 3 pounds over.
So you don't think that meant that you were going to have an advantage?
I mean, absolutely. Floyd is smart too when it comes to fighting.
Okay, so not only, and what Devin said was not only did he come in, he take advantage on the 3 pounds, right? And that's
that was him just responding to a triggedy troll, but I'm not a troll. Dude was really trying to have a decent conversation with him. Ain't disrespect him or none of that. So that was a good. But like I said, that's why I respect him, man, because he'll really make time to have those type of interactions and conversations with people he don't even know. And people don't do that. Gotta tip your hat to somebody that does that. He could easily act Hollywood, act like he too good, cold shoulder you, talk crazy, talk over you. He really was genuinely talking to him. That's why I say when he know you ain't nothing crazy, I have a conversation with you. Like I had a little brief conversation with him, asked him a couple questions, got up out of there. He even said he'd come over to the channel. So I don't have no issue with Bill at all. I think he's a cool dude. Just having fun promoting his son, talking shit, stirring the pot, winning fights, making money, talking shit, being seen like that. He love it. He love it. He having fun with it, and I get it. It's all good. Bill knows exactly what he's doing. He went to college for me or something. Saw smoke him there. Hey, you know what he doing. He know what he doing, Miss Short. I thought he didn't watch it. Start telling on yourself. Like, he messed around and seen it. He know if they talking about all them thousands and thousands of views that damn documentary got. Somebody seen it. Somebody from the family seen it. The road, Devin about to be tough. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough road back, but that's what you got to be made for and built for. And boxing, be mentally tough, have that thick skin, be able to take a loss, bounce back. It's no different with him. Dev is in the same seat, same position where he got to prove that he can bounce back, take a loss, and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? I believe in his ability to do it. You know what I mean? I think he can get it back. Gonna be interesting to see when he get back to the ring and how all this shit play out. You know what I'm saying? He's still in the driver's seat, like I said, with a title to make meaningful fights. So he a champion. So there's a bright side to all of this. Despite the loss, not many times you're able to take a loss and still be the damn champion. You get what I'm saying? So he was able to still be the champion. Like, hold on to your belt. Because he, you know. And it's crazy that the belt didn't just go vacant after that because he didn't win. They still allowed him to keep it. I wonder why that is, though. I wonder that it don't go like that. Like, I thought, you know, might not be able to win it, but he could lose it. Maybe that's optional. I gotta ask about that. I want to figure that out, like, cause that must depend on circumstances, situation. But yeah, we got a tough road ahead. But he in a tough sport. He in a tough division. You know what I mean? He's gonna be like Roy Jones after he got his KO with his chin. Nah, I think he'll be very strategic and calculated about his next move, as he should. And something tell me, like, if he ain't fighting them demons, like, cause he got some type of mental toughness that he showed me in that fight. So I that's why I believe in his ability to get back. It's like he showed me his ability to constantly get up and not quit. So yeah, he tough. That's why I feel like he'll be able to come back. The business of boxing, I play right. Make up the rules as they go. You get what I'm saying? Right, Bole. I thought I wasn't tripping, but they do though, because I thought that, you know, just because he wasn't able to win the title didn't mean he couldn't lose it, right? But they look at it, and you lost the fight and still kept the title. Like, they don't always do that. Damn, I want to ask about that. I'm gonna ask about that. I'm gonna ask OG about that. I'm gonna hit the link tomorrow and ask him about it when he go on. Gotta go out from that baby. I'm like, they always. I just genuinely want to know. Cause I'm like, y'all know I'm a student of this. I literally seek knowledge. I don't have the answers to everything. Certain aspects of boxing I ain't even care to discuss because we was only talking matchups, and you know, now it's like I be really wanting to understand all these little rules when they being broken, and a lot of this stuff get hard to keep up with because of the way they enforce or don't enforce, uphold the rule, don't uphold it. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, I had him getting back up. He said that's that snack that had him getting back up. That snack. You snack strong, Emmanuel. Snack strong. He was snack strong. Bro was snack strong, you know. It's okay to be snack strong. Yeah, man, but they saying contamination, man. So that's why I'm gonna leave it at until I get any further update. If I can hear that it's not that, then I'll come back and I'll speak on that. You know what I'm saying? Hell should have been vacant from the Regis fight. Oh, you talking about because of the weight situation? When he broke that rule that they didn't enforce, or he just bent the rule that they not enforced, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, interesting, man. I ain't gonna lie. But we'll see, man. You know what? It's like Ah, man, y'all make me want to talk about that in another live, yo. We might have to talk about that. Yeah, right. I'm with you. Bole. I'm with you. We might have to talk about that in another live. Is them keeping his belt good or bad for him? Because keeping the belt keeps the road tough. Because they're gonna demand that you fight the absolute best because you have a belt. So I mean, I know that's what you all about, but is that a good thing based on how you just lost? Do you need to travel a tough road on the way back or what immediately? Or do you want to try to, strategically, intelligently move yourself back into the mix? I just really want to see. I root for the kid, man. I like him. He be having fun. Know what I mean? Talking this shit, hell of a fighter. His fan base is weird. A lot of his fan base, not all, but a lot of his fan base is weird, but I'm always support him. First 4 rounds, how you see Tank versus Frank. Competitive. I see Tank still trying to figure him out, but I feel like after that 4th round is when things might pick up a bit. You get what I'm saying? Them first 4, I see it being competitive though. Frank Martin is smart. He can fight, bro. And Tank, he don't have no problem. He's one of the most patient fighters in boxing. And that's what makes him so dangerous. He's crafty. He's smart. He got IQ, athleticism, good feet, defense. And he has patience, otherworldly patience with all that power. You just never know. Sometimes he just strike like a snake. It come out of nowhere and just catch you with something. So I see it being competitive early, bro. But I think I see it being competitive the whole way through. Let me say that, Emmanuel. I think it'll be competitive the whole way through until Tank either win on points or stop him. But I got Tank winning by a late stoppage, 8-10, something like that. I think Frank really going to come to fight, and he's going to have a good game plan. I think he's going to really listen to Derrick James because he can't afford not to. I think at any point in the fight that he he doesn't listen to Derrick James, if he starts to over-rely on his athleticism like he was known to do earlier in his career in a couple of his other fights, that could put him in some real trouble. You know what I'm saying? But I expect it to be competitive the entire way through. I don't think it's going to be no one-sided nothing. I just think ultimately Tank will show you the levels, maybe the separation in levels, and show you that it's his stage, it's his show, and he belongs. And I think when he said that, he might have stuck his head out there a little bit too early. That might all be in the back of our mind when we see how the fight play out. And I could be wrong as hell, but y'all know I ain't no ego guy, so I don't care about being wrong or getting a fight pick wrong. That shit don't mean nothing. But I think Tank will get him late because I think Frank is a real threat, real challenge, a live dog if he's ever been one. He's going to come to fight. He's not going to lay down. I think he has the athleticism and the capability of pushing Tank and making him box and fight. And I think it could be a good one because of it. I know it's going to be a good one because of it. Frank did say from round 1 he's stepping. Now that could either be a good thing or a bad thing or some of both, but we'll have to wait and see because the last guy we heard say he's stepping from round 1, if we remember correctly, was EJ. He said, I'm stepping round 1, I'm stepping. He did do that. And man, it got bad for him. So wonder, will it get bad for Frank if he stepped from round 1, or will that give him his best chance at making it a good fight? Because I think he might actually want to try to take the fight to Tank. Who knows? First half, it was good with a Tank body shot, KO, 7-8, possibly. It could happen. Did Calvin get his ribs broken? Not Calvin, Emmanuel. It was Coach Kenny. It was this right here. It was Coach Kenny. He said he got a small hairline fracture on the number 7 rib through the bodysuit messing with Tank. So yeah, it was Coach Kenny. Coach Kenny. Terrell, what it do, family? How you feeling? What's good with it? Save no worries, though. He'll be good in a couple of days. Tank out here punching through that bodysuit could mean some bad news for Frankie. Could mean some bad news, man. Could be some bad news. We're going to rock out for another 5 minutes, man. Get to the 3-hour mark, man. Salute to the fam. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button if you didn't. But yeah, man, that man focus on another level, man. But again, I'm very confident that the guy on the other side is just every bit as focused. And I think it's going to lead to a great fight from both of them. You know what I mean? I can't stress that enough. You got Benavidez on there. And you just got a good card. You got Gary Antoine on there, man. So, man, he talking his talk. He want the smoke. He want the Matiases, the Devin Haneys, the Tiafimos. He want everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I hope he get the opportunity. So that's why I'm really rooting for him. Nothing against Puyo, but I want to see Gary Antoine Russell really get it done. Really get it done out there. so he could be in more meaningful fights. The dude got 100% KO ratio, and everybody should be talking about him being absolutely one of the, most dangerous guys at 140. Anything less is a slight to him. I feel bad for the people that's underestimating and sleeping on his boxing ability, his boxing skill. I think you're going to see it. And I think Puyo is sturdy enough and can handle himself well enough to give Gary Antoine the right kind of resistance that would allow him to showcase the talent and his skill set that people been asking to see from him, the versatility, as he put it, that people want to see from him. Boxing ability, they want to see that, which if you paying attention, you really are seeing it. But I know what they're saying. They want to see even more of his bag, but I think he got that, and I think he's going to show it. You got to think, come from a fight family. Them Russells could fight. You get what I'm saying? Mr. Gary Russell could fight his ass off to me. He always could, you know what I mean? Just inactivity was his worst enemy, you know what I'm saying? Keeping active and getting the right fights. You know what I mean? He just never really was getting those big fights, but he's still hanging in there, and it looked like he getting in shape to return, so I would like to see him back, man. I personally like to talk to Gary Russell. I mean, any of the Russells, man, and see what's up with him. That would be great. Undisputed Running Russell could pull that off. Hell yeah, man. B-Dog. Yeah, you got to think, man, they let Josh Taylor. I didn't say they let him. Josh Taylor was able to do it. Like, man, I think he's far more dangerous than Josh Taylor. You get what I'm saying? I think he's every bit equipped to win. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Just think about this, the landscape. You got Teofimo, Devin, and Matias. He'll be in all of those fights. He'll have a chance to win each and every one of those fights. It won't be easy, but he'll have a chance, is what I'm saying. So, fly frequency, my guy. What's good with it? Man, 7 and under watch, but still become a star, Martin. Yeah, man, look, it's possible. And the reason why I say late, because, Tank starts slow. He don't throw a whole lot of punches. Punch output into highs. And he take his time, you know what I'm saying? But once he get going and start to hit you with any regularity, any consistency, then that's when the fights start to get dangerous for the opponent. And it get risky from there. You know what I'm saying? It get risky from there. It just get dangerous from there, straight up and down. But like I said, I think Frank Martin going to fight the whole way. As long as that man upright and on his feet, it's going to be a fight. Because I think it's always levels, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's still boxing, and the guy got two hands on the other side too. He's going to be fighting back. He ain't going to cower out. I don't think he just coming to get paid. I don't think he coming to just lay down and be part of the plan. I think he really want to win. I think he want that title, and I think he would love to be the guy to beat Tank. So I think he motivated and confident that he can win. Now, if that's going to be enough remains to be seen, but I think that at least puts him in position to be able to put up a damn good fight, a challenging fight, a competitive fight. You know what I'm saying? The dude could say he got good feet. Like I say, he got some underrated feet. Frank Martin got some really good feet, good balance, man. His transitions from offense to defense be pretty smooth too. He's defensively responsible. He do a good job at answering the phone and blocking shots with the arms and elbows. He's very good at that. He knows how to get his head off the line. Got power in both hands. He does have a tendency, like all fighters have tendencies, to over-rely on his athleticism. You've seen him do it in the Arnold fight. He said it out his own mouth that he used to do that. This is why I know what I be talking about when I be assessing these fighters, because he legit admitted to doing something that I said he did way long ago that I seen him do. I was like, he just do it from time to time. It's not really the biggest of issue, but you can see it. So I wonder at any point in the fight, would that be an issue for him? Will he over-rely on the athleticism, and will it cost him? It remains to be seen. It's going to be interesting, though. It's going to be interesting the whole way through, man. It's just not a lot that he can't do. It's just a matter of the consistency and the level that he can do all of these different things at, because we feel like we know what we see in Tank and how high of an operator he is all around the board in terms of being a complete fighter, too. So you look at that. You know what I mean? He got something. He cooking with something. And then he got the experience. He been there more times. This is stage. This is show. So it's still some getting used to the stage for Frank Martin, right? Whereas for Tank, this is where he belongs. When he's in the ring, he's he right at home. He comfortable. He looking at the crowd, saying shit to people in the crowd. He telling coaches to shut their ass up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He looking for his mom, interacting, dancing, smiling, having a good time. Like, when that man is in the ring, he's at home, and he's very comfortable. And I told people that. I feel like one of the ways to have success and possibly beat him is you got to make him uncomfortable and possibly doubt himself. You got to make him feel like no matter what instructions he getting in the corner, shit still ain't working round after round. And I just don't see people being able to do that. And I'm telling you, that's just what it is with him. Because as long as he upright, confident, and got a Calvin Ford, Coach Kenny in his corner, schooling him, teaching him, putting the right bug in his ear, telling him the right instruction. You know what I mean? He got that energy that Floyd Mayweather, even being in the vicinity, kind of give him this willingness to kick up. Like, man, it's beautiful to watch, man. They got something good going on. It's like a well-oiled machine, and it's fun watching them win. I mean, we called it Tank wins 7 and under. Try, I'm rich, you know the rest. My girl predicted that he was going to knock Roley out in 6. She predicted that on the money. So kept saying it. She ain't say no other round. She ain't speculate. She said 6. He knocking him out in 6. I kept saying, I think 8. I was saying, I think it get him in like 8. She kept saying 6, and it ended up being that. I was like, damn, you got one right. I had a little bragging rights for a little while. Called that on the money. You know how they say the lights being on the big stage, you think that would have an effect on Shakur? The reason why I don't think it will on Shakur, I think he's been bred. Like he can't, you know, that pedigree that you get in the Olympics where you fighting on, you know, these stages in front of all these people and you traveling all over the world and you're not necessarily knowing who your opponent going to be and stuff like that. Like, I feel like he's been bred to fight the best fighters in the world because we have an understanding that when you make it to the Olympics, those be the best of the best. Like, we know some of the guys fall through the cracks. We get that. But we know some of the best is in the Olympics. And I feel like he's been bred to fight the best of the best when you're not picking. And he just, you know, he got himself all the way to a silver medal. And if you really go watch that fight, that gold medal, man, he didn't lose. I promise you, go watch it. You probably say the same thing I said. So it's like, dude was a couple punches away from a damn gold medal. And that was just fighting the best fighters in the world, fighting Robisi, who was far more experienced than him. I think that was his second run in the Olympics or something like that too. So, and he just, and then you see as a pro, they haven't even matched him up with somebody with a losing record. Now, I'm not saying his resume is the craziest and he's fighting all of these different world beaters, but that's something to be said about a guy that they're not matching up with dudes with, you know, a lot of those fighters you see him, no matter how good they be, sometimes they get in there with those guys 6-23, 5-16, all this weird shit, right? He don't got not one of them on his record, not one. And I want to put something in perspective. That's why I be saying they got to get that young man his just due. I'm going to always fight the good fight for him. And I'm going to always highlight why I think people should give a fighter their credit. Because they always say he taught more than he fight. He do this, he do that. And I keep telling them at 26 years old, he's far more accomplished than a lot of people his age and with the same amount of fights. You can't name another fighter really with the same exact accomplishments right now or really messing with him with 21 fights. You get what I'm saying? And just think about something. That's at the age of 26. He'll be 27 soon enough. But Loma turned pro at 26. Turned pro at 26. He's 26 now with 21 fights in. And happens, I think Loma got now, 21 fights exactly, right? So just think about that. And look at the accomplishments and look how he ain't got no losses and he's still building. So he doing a lot right, man. It's just, it's easy to form an opinion when you see what somebody think. When you're able to hear or read what somebody think and disagree with it, right? It's easy to start forming an opinion about the fighter based off the shit that you disagree with when they speak. So that's what it is with him. But I don't think the lights will bother him because I think he kind of, you know, Olympics being brave kind of bred him to be potentially in moments like that. And, you know, listen, it'll still be a fairly new experience to him fighting on that magnitude, but I'm pretty sure he fought in front of big crowds. And like I said, traveled all over the world fighting in these tournaments, you know what I mean? Back-to-back fights and all types of shit. Like, I think he'll be just fine. I think he actually relishes in the moment, man. I really think that. I think that's what would be so genuine about those two guys. I don't think there will be a moment at all for either one of them that'll be too big. I think they relish in it. They embrace it. They suck it in, right? They embrace that challenge, man, and trying to perform in front of all these people and prove people wrong. Like, they thrive off that. Both of them do. I see some similarities, whether they want to, agree or not. And it's not all in just fighting. It's approach and mentality and what they want. And I think them two dudes' understanding of the game of boxing is a little bit further along than a lot of their peers, if not mostly all of them. You know what I'm saying? Got paid off the 7-round stoppage, Ryan. Dang. So amazing. What's good, family? How you feeling, bro? That's good money. That's good money. But salute to everybody in the building, man. The saga, the PED saga continues. Ryan, like I said, I'm getting some mixed reviews, but I heard from a solid source that his name is kind of in the good, more in the good than the bad. So we're going to see how everything continues to unfold. We're going to see if he's an Ostarine fiend or he clean. You dig? We're going to find out. Devin Haney, keep being great. Go heal up. Go rest up. Vacation up. Get back to it. Get back to the grind. Keep being great. Ryan Garcia, get your name right. Fight your fight. If you calling out Vergil, I hope this is a real call out. I hope it's genuine because I would like to see it. You know what I mean? I would like to see this fight between y'all two. So we'll see if he's willing to get in there. And I'm working on the trying to get Ashton up here, y'all. Trying to get Ashton up here. So hopefully I can make that happen when I connect with his pops and somebody else, another Jersey native. But we're gonna make it happen. But that's all I got for today. Salute to everybody in the building. Much love to everybody that stayed to the end of the show. Y'all smash the like button on the way out, and y'all make sure y'all enjoy y'all Good Friday, and we're going to be back tomorrow, man. We probably do a post-fight talk, this 5-on-5, man. We have to. Either call it or do the post-fight, one or the other. So we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. Don't mess with Texas, my guy. Peace, man, and much love to everybody, the kings and the queens in the chat. LaMarcus, my guy. Much love and appreciation, my guys. Stressed Out Boxing. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a safe weekend as well, Miss Joette. And much love to all the channel members in the building and the new channel members and everybody that's helping me build, man. Appreciate y'all. Enjoy y'all Friday. See y'all tomorrow. Peace to the family.